Live from Studio 6B in the Fimple Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels Live. And now, join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels.
Live.
Pran Funkels.
Welcome to the show.
I forgot to unmute myself. Hey, everybody. I'm a little under the weather tonight, as you might have figured. We didn't do a game night show last night because Justin was sick, and I was sick too, also. And I really wanted to do one last night, but as it got closer and closer, I just felt worse and worse, and I'm still not good tonight. I got a pretty rough throat.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people are sick, and it's kind of, well, there's barely a show happening tonight. I'll just let you know. And not sure how this is going to go. I may have to step away temporarily or permanently for the night. So hopefully we'll have some kind of show, and maybe Mike and Patrick can keep going if that happens.
yeah. I hope so, yeah.
No promises, no demands.
But
But we're going to try to have a show anyway.
we're going to have us a champagne jam. Okay.
And I got to say, it's been not a great week.
Yes, same here.
And maybe it has to do with the full moon. I don't
Hey,
know.
that's yep, you got a point there.
There's just been a weird, bad energy for me. And was looking forward to doing the show, as I always do.
Mm-hmm.
And now I might not be able to do it, or may not be able to do much of it. But we'll see.
We'll see. We're going to give it the old college try, as we've said many times before on this show.
Yeah,
That was a recording of Cody.
this is a recording.
This is a recording. So, here for the comments. Don Wong's here for the comment. Says, "Wait, what happened to Cody?"
Can people hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, which means they can hear
Do
you.
I sound good?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Oh, by the way, I got the same jack that Mike has, so I'm using my phone. Back to using my phone. Thank you.
Thanks
So
to
yeah, I
thanks to
can
your
use my
donation.
headset. I can use my headset with my phone and use Zoom on that, and not have to run two versions of Zoom on my computer.
Well, I'll say
Which-
this.
Is more convenient, but I've been having so many technical issues that I decided it's just better and easier to go back to using my phone.
Yeah.
So probably better for the audio anyway.
Yeah, and I'll say this, your audio was good and clear before we started, and this happened to Justin and I last show we did last week. Now that we're on, your audio's a little weird again. So play a music. Well, that's not going to matter. That's coming from your computer. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, so your audio's good coming from your computer. So that's fine.
Stereo?
Yeah, your voice just sounds a little, a little gravy-ish,
Oh.
But it's probably...
Yeah, see, with the phone app, there are not audio settings. It's just very basic.
Yeah, there probably are, but it's just tougher to get to them.
No, I'm pretty sure I even looked for them
Like a little
before we started.
little gear or
Mike-
anything. That's okay.
Mike's been sounding pretty good, so I was optimistic. But
You sound
we'll see
fine.
how
You
it
actually
goes.
sound fine. I'm probably just, but I don't know. It's probably me just being picky. I just felt like you sounded a little better before we started, which is what happened with Justin. He sounded great. Then we got on the air, and he started sounding like shit, and we never quite figured out what the hell was going on with that. But last week.
Well, here for the comments is asking about the being haunted by a bad energy.
Hmm.
I don't know. I've just been in a shitty mood, and
It's Christmas, so.
well, yeah, that's true. It's one of my. I'd like to like Christmas time, but
Again,
it's
as
in
we
reality,
do.
it's just stressful,
Yeah.
and mostly my issues are work related, and I've sort of, vaguely talked about this not too long ago on the show, but when there are sudden changes at your job, it's never fun,
Nope.
and especially when the future of your job is in question,
Oh, I don't know. That
and
sucks.
you're being told that it's not, but you're pretty sure it is,
That's not good.
and I'm overthinking it. I'm sure, like, ultimately, I can get another job probably pretty easily. And that might be better at this point because it's been so stressful to just worry about it. And maybe I'll go into more detail at some point on the subject, but I guess I'll vaguely go into a little bit of it briefly here. But if you listen to the show for a long time, I don't maybe
Well, I've been listening.
maybe
I've been listening for almost 6 years myself. So.
yeah. So if you kind of know you might kind of have an idea of my personality. I'm not going to talk about what I do for a living, but most of the time,
Casino.
what I like about what I do for a living, I like a lot about it. But one of the things is most of the time I'm not dealing with people or the general public. Most of the time, there's very little direct dealings with the customer, and basically they're trying to change my job title or position to where I would be doing that a lot, and I fucking hate people, so I'm not real happy about it. People are fucking stupid. I don't like,
Yeah.
and I've previous jobs, I've had to deal with people, usually like, a small percentage of the time, and just that I fucking hate, because people are, of course there's, some people are cool, but most people are, that's like predictable, and
Yeah.
most people are stupid and have their stupid ideas about things.
You
And
should basically say, without saying what you do. I can tell people that the thing that you do is a very specific trade that is not just something. It's not just something everybody knows how to do, or really even has a great idea how it's done, unless they're in that business or they do that trade themselves. So the reason Cody is saying that people are stupid, it's because these people, they're people that have this idea that I know how this is done, and it's like
there's an astonishing number.
They just don't.
Well,
and they're
Mike
not smart enough. They're not smart enough to know that they don't fucking have a clue.
Yeah, it's astonishing how many people have the attitude that they just know more than everybody else. And I want to say a lot of times, like, why did you hire me to do this if you're better at it than me? But I can't be an asshole because I'm representing a company that I work for.
Yeah.
but to an extent, people can be an asshole to me, and I have to put up with it.
Right.
Or at least if this happens, and it may not happen, who knows? I'm still kind of in a limbo,
Well,
sort of floating position, which I'm okay with. And I told them, like, I'd be okay with just keeping it this way, like.
yeah.
And I was going to say, Mike has had a job that's, what I'm describing before, and I think he put up with it for as long as he could, and finally moved on to a different profession after a while.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering, so they're wanting you to be more, active with the clients or whatever. Does this come with a pay raise?
I'm guessing it won't. It is possible, but
I mean, because just to play devil's advocate here, which is a fucking term I hate, but it could be something that once it could be just one of those life things where it's like and maybe I'm completely wrong, but you start to do this and you realize and you kind of figure something out. You figure out how to be more fucking client oriented and how to bullshit people just right, and it turn into something where it is you end up being able to advance and do something, kind of grow a little bit. It may turn into something good, is what I'm saying, or it could be just some bullshit that, you know what I mean. It could go either way. But I'm wondering, if it's something like that and not just somebody trying to milk something else out of you for the same amount of fucking pay, and it's not. You're not going to be moving up.
No, it's not that. It's basically I was working in a department with some other people, and the other people sucked so bad that they did away with the department.
Okay.
But they didn't want to.
So you are the department?
Well, no, there's not. The department's not there anymore.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I'm doing similar stuff, but like. They didn't want to get rid of me.
Right.
Although they did kind of act like, oh, well, it was, I had to talk them into it. And that kind of pissed me off because like, they kind of acted like.
They had to talk them into what?
Well, I wasn't going to get too specific.
But talk them into not having a job? What?
No, my direct boss told me that he talked the owner of the company into not firing me along with the other people.
Oh, yeah. Which is horseshit.
And then they acted like, they didn't say it. They kind of acted like, well, you were hanging on by a thread.
You're just so lucky. You're lucky to have a job. Yeah.
Yeah, which they already kind of act like that to begin with. At the same time, this is the most money I've ever made. So,
right.
I probably would have quit by now if they weren't paying me as much as they are. And that's another reason I don't think there will be any raise, but there could be. I don't know. And I understand what you're saying, and I'm trying to be optimistic that
maybe it is something like that.
Well, my job before I moved, like I said, a small percentage of the time I would have to deal with people, and I don't know, maybe 2/3 of the time, maybe that's being generous, but it was fine. But like at least 1/3 of the times, people were just like fucking crazy.
Yeah,
they were either fucking crazy or stupid. And like, I don't know, mainly just crazy. Like, a lot of people are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And that's anybody who works at like the register at a fast food place. Like, I don't know how.
Oh, you just revealed your job. Oh.
No, I just think about like, God, I really fucking couldn't do that job.
Yeah. Yeah.
or maybe I could, like, because I
Mm.
did get to a point with my previous job where I just kind of got into a character, like you said, where I was kind of bullshitting people, which I'm
I
not.
mean,
I don't want to be good at that. I've never
right.
wanted to be,
Well, I can tell
and I
you I can tell you the job that I have now it's kind of interesting because before I took this job, like I've worked for the same company for almost 10 years now. And years ago before that, like I took a job I took a job and had it for about 3 weeks, and I I didn't I just couldn't handle it. Like I quit because basically because I didn't want to fucking deal with people on the phone. I didn't want to talk to people on the phone. Like I didn't want to talk to customers because I'd never done anything like that, and I was just very uncomfortable with it. And so the irony of it is, here I am. Basically, that's part of my job. That's not a huge part of my job, but a pretty important part of my job is that I have to talk to specific people, and you know, 90% of the time, I'm, I'm like, I don't know, I don't know how to put this, but I'm not bullshitting them.
yeah,
But there are like a handful of little phrases and terms and shit that I kind of have to throw at people if they're not doing what I need them to do. That maybe are about, I don't know, you know what I mean. So it's like it's kind
yeah,
of ironic that like I'm basically doing on a very small scale what that job years ago that I didn't want to do or couldn't, felt like I couldn't do or was just really uncomfortable doing because I had like basically at that time like no customer experience, kind of like you. I had and no desire to get into that thing. So anyway,
yeah. Well, and here's another thing too. It's my entire, since I was a teenager, every job I've ever had, like I put on my headphones or earbuds as it is now, and I listen to things now. And used to be a Walkman, but now it's podcasts. And maybe I'm just spoiled about it or something. But like, if it's like like with, I'm just worried that with this situation, people are going to want to, needlessly make small talk, and I'll just like never be able to listen to stuff. And if that's the case, I'm gonna fucking hate my job because over the years, like any time that I accidentally didn't bring my headphones, or they quit working or something, like if something happened where I like had to work a day and not have something to listen to, I just fucking, it was not fun. So that's part of it too. And I wouldn't say I'm a people person, and but we'll see how it goes, I guess. One good aspect about it. Are you there?
I'm sorry, I had to like step
Oh,
away for so I haven't been here for the
oh,
last couple of minutes.
oh. Okay.
So
Well,
the last I heard you were saying
I was just
you're
saying
talking about
I'm
listening.
worried
You're
that,
listening to podcasts. That's the last thing.
yeah. Well, basically, what my main big concern is, if I'm in a situation and a lot of people want to chit chat needlessly, and when that
Hmm.
situation, that rarely happens normally for me, but if I move to this position, that might happen a lot, where I basically won't be able to listen to anything because,
Right. Yeah.
you're either pausing it constantly or you're pulling your earbuds out.
Yeah.
And it's like you get to a point where it's like, fuck it, and you can't listen to it. And I was saying, like, anytime that I can't, like, if I've forgotten my earbuds or something, and gone to work. It's like really, I just fucking hate it. Like
Yeah.
that's makes my job
Yeah. I mean,
kind of enjoyable is to be able
yeah,
to listen to something that's not the goddamn radio with
right. And lucky for me,
because some people will have a radio going sometimes and
yeah, lucky for me, I basically, for the most part, just sit there and do stuff, do stuff and listen to, like you, listen to music, listen to music or whatever, I just have like YouTube on my phone and while I'm working, and then there's that percentage, and it just depends on how much of that I'm doing, but it's usually not a lot. But there's that percentage of my job where I have to be on the phone and like call people and talk to people or take calls, and yeah, I'll have to like kind of stop what I'm listening to or whatever,
yeah.
to do that. But anyway,
I mean, any job and I have to do that normally. I mean, you're gonna have to stop and talk to people, but I've never wanted a job that involves, and I'm not talking about coworkers again. I'm talking about like basically the customer, and I don't know. I'm just not. That's not the kind of job I want.
yeah, a customer
I
service job.
yeah,
I
I've
mean,
purposely steered myself away from that for my entire life.
right.
I was about to say though, one positive thing about it that will be different from when I had to deal with people in when I was in Tulsa. Um, like I would have to call. I would just like get a name and number. A lot of times, like that would be the only information I had.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like, well, I don't want to get too specific, but I'd have to like call these people, and my goal was to set up an appointment with them, which should be a very easy conversation to have. And it was always like 9 out of 10 times, I'd be like, is there a time I could set up to meet up with you? And
Right.
it'd be like, oh, what? Wait,
Oh,
huh?
you're really
It'd
putting me
just
on the
be,
spot here. Yeah.
and then they'd act like it was a negotiation, like they wanted me to throw something out. And I'm like, just tell me when you want me to fucking come to your fucking house.
Or your business.
Like, yeah. So anyway, I don't.
And sell you
That
this
part
Kirby
was
vacuum cleaner. Kirby
that
vacuum
part
cleaner.
was extremely annoying to me. And then like
Cody is a
some
Kirby
people,
vacuum cleaner salesman.
yes, yeah, that's definitely it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been going on about not wanting to talk to people, but yes, I'm in sales.
Sorry.
But in some cases, people like usually grandpas, which are the fucking worst. But you make the
Is that why you
appointment,
do so
and
many?
it's like,
Is that why you do so many grandpa voices on?
yeah, probably. No, that was the grandpa has been a character for a long time. But,
yeah. Okay.
some people will like. I actually had this happen at least once, and it pissed me off a lot. But like 5 minutes before the appointment, these people like started calling. Well, no, it happened more than once. They'd start calling as if I was late. Like, you're not here 5 minutes early. Are you still coming? It's not the time you said you were going to be here yet. And I purposely, uh, so there's a podcast I listen to. I won't mention the person's name, but he talks about uh, people that show up early or way too early to stuff are assholes. Like, well, not always, but in certain situations.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that when there's something going on.
Yeah, I don't want to be that asshole. Like, I'll get there. I'll purposely get there maybe a couple of minutes early. But anyway, yeah, there's a few times I had grandpa like, are you still coming? It's 5 minutes before you said you'd be here. I'm like, yeah, I'm about a minute away. Yeah.
Scotty
And
Wolf says Cody's a cable guy.
no,
No, because you make appointments and you're there on time, so there's no way you could be a cable guy. Padoop.
no. But anyway, in some cases they would do that, except they would have my number, but they would like call my boss instead, like they were going to get me in trouble. And then he'd call me and I'd say, well, it's not even the time I said I'd be there yet. Anyway, that's one positive aspect is from what I've been told, I don't have to do any of that bullshit with the phone. Like, the appointments will be set up for me.
Okay.
Which is more official, but
well, I mean,
I don't think I'm gonna like it. I'll put it that way.
You know, yeah. I mean, like it or not, I mean, it will put you. I think you'll be in a better position as far as your usefulness or something, because it's always good when there's when there's somebody kind of who's not a salesperson who can, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's something about being like knowledgeable about something, but not some fucker who's just completely full of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's always a good thing to be, as somebody who like kind of shoots people straight and isn't trying to fucking sell them on a bunch of stuff, but can give them useful information and is not, like I said, not some asshole.
I got pretty good at that before, but there's still like that, what's the algebra term or something, like there's just that factor that there's fucking crazy people, and it's like it doesn't matter what you say or do, they're just going to be a pain in the ass. And
yeah, I
just it's the equivalent of like you're sitting at a bar and there's some crazy asshole that like won't stop talking to you, and I don't know, it's just like it makes my skin crawl to be in that situation.
Yeah, I don't
and
I don't get too many chit-chatty people, but go ahead, you were going to say something else.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a Tulsa thing. I just ran into that a lot there.
I don't get a lot of chit-chatty people, but I get people who just I don't know, kind of bullshit me and kind of put off. Like, oh yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, and then they don't, and then I kind of keep having to bug them, and then. But the good thing about my job is this is.
Oh shit!
Are you calling me?
No.
Evidently not. My phone's not ringing.
No, I'm not. Let's do a Pran Funkel.
Welcome to Verizon Wire.
Okay.
How may I direct your call?
No, I was trying to do a test call to Patrick's phone, and I accidentally called my old phone number, which was similar to Patrick's number.
Oh yeah. You haven't had that number in a long time, have you?
And we both got our cell phones at the same place around the same time, so we have similar numbers, or we used to.
Yeah.
So I get confused. Grandpa got confused.
It said, welcome to Verizon Wireless, which neither of us have had Verizon Wireless in forever either.
Well, they got bought out by what we did have.
But it's still...
I mean, Verizon bought out what we had.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear Hector?
Hang on a second here.
My name is Hector Gladstone.
Oh, hi, Hector.
You're a fucking lying, conniving.
Yep, sounds like I'm talking to a radio station.
A remix of Lying Conniving. All right.
Lying Conniving. All right, hanging up.
You're a fucking lying, conniving motherfucker. You have fear. You're lying. When people lie, it's because you're fucking you're scareless shit motherfucker.
A scareless shit.
Scareless.
Is that what he said?
Scared as shit, I guess.
It sounded like scareless shit.
That's so funny because Hang on, my headset on.
Folks.
That soundboard is so deep. I've never heard that. What he just said. I've never heard any of that shit. Like, or if I did, it wasn't until, you know.
There's so many calls and messages from him because he's fucking crazy. He's like the people I'm talking about who I don't want to deal with.
Right.
A little peek behind the curtain, folks. We have a fairly new home office, a new number.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember what it was. So we did need to do a test call, but also Patrick needed to get the number because a certain individual is going to call in on Pran Funkels.
Yeah, and I just gave him the number there. Just sent it just now.
We know each other.
So anyway, I don't know. It's just when your job just feels like it's chaotic, like you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know how it's gonna go or what's gonna happen. Yeah, so
I've been tempted to just be like, fuck it and quit, or you know, I would find another job first.
I mean, it's really good.
Like I said,
that they're keeping you around. I mean, if that's if that's not just them being full of shit, but
no, there's a reason they are, but they're all. I don't know. I'm very good at what I do, and the other people in the now defunct department were really bad because most people are who do this job. But it also just kind of pissed me off that they acted like, wow, you're hanging on by a thread.
Right. You know that you're good at your job, and you weren't in a position where you were just as bad as those other guys, maybe just above them, and that's why they kept you. Yeah.
I got this job because someone important recommended me,
which I'm sure didn't happen with the other people.
Yeah, and they even told me that too. They said we weren't even looking to hire anybody, but you were so highly recommended. And when I did the quote unquote interview,
right?
Well, I don't know. It's not a quote unquote. It was an interview, but I pretty much had that attitude that, like, I'm not here with my hat in hand begging for a fucking job, and I think that is a good approach to job interviews because otherwise you're
right.
Well,
you just look kind of pathetic. Yeah.
Pran Funkels, how can we help you?
Willie Ames is a goon machine.
Oh no.
Not that guy.
How dare you, sir?
How dare you speak ill of Bible man? You asshole.
The biggest asshole in the world.
How's it going, man?
Good. Long time no talk.
What's that?
I said it's been a while.
Yeah.
Long time no talk.
It's been a while.
As Mr. Up,
Take a dong in the morning.
Yeah, it should be classic rock because it's old enough. But sorry, classic rock is defined as between 1972 and 1987.
I'd be just fucking
permanently.
I'd be fine if that could just be erased from history. That song and that band. Can we just erase them from history completely, where nobody?
You'd have to get a Tide marker.
Yeah,
because it's a stain.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
You have to get a Tide marker to erase this stain off of your white shirt.
Toby's asking for pictures of Stained, or else they didn't exist.
Yeah.
Something tells me Toby has a lot of pictures of stains that he probably uploads to the internet.
Yeah. Monica Lewinsky had a dress that was stained.
Oh, dig it about it.
Classic rock all day.
Now that's a Linda trip I don't want to go on.
Whoa, speaking of impeachments.
Kind of looks like a band, kind of looks like John Goodman. Heavy it ought to be. I was about to say, long time no talk. As Mr. Paul Reiser would say, This is true.
What was,
Ira.
what was that? What's that a reference to? I don't even know.
Just Paul Reiser. Mainly, I think he would say that a lot on Mad About You, which
Okay.
apparently they rebooted, and I didn't even know about it until recently.
Yeah, I think I heard. They're
No, I'm
doing that
sorry.
with they did that with fucking Will and Grace, and
They
like-
didn't reboot. It kind of annoys me. People use the word reboot a lot,
right.
and reboot is, at least
Your definition of it.
what I assumed, or what I believe is the definition, is when they, it's a new cast. They rewrote it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, if you have the same cast and they're old as fuck now, it's like you're just making more episodes of a show,
Yeah, is that really?
Anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of true. It's like there should be a difference between a reboot, what they call a reboot, and a what would you call that? When you rejoin the same timeline 25 years
Revisit.
later. Yeah, a revisit.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll call it a revisit.
Shit. Well, Georgia Brawler calls it shit.
Shit.
Now, I did see, is Ira the guy with not Richard Kind, but the guy with the 5 head?
The 5 head? Let me see here. I don't remember much about that show, but I do remember, and if this is the guy I think it is, I have a little comment about him.
I think he was like somebody's cousin.
Yeah, I put in Ira and it said cousin Ira. And yes, I'm pretty sure John Pankow.
Okay.
John Pankow is his name, I believe, is what this says.
Yeah. He looks like a pink owl.
What is it? What do you mean about what's 5 head?
I was talking to Richard about this, not on the show, of course, but we were just talking. I think we were just talking about how annoying that show was. Although I did watch it more than I probably should have, but
right.
Richard was just talking about hating that character so much and how he just has like a huge forehead. I don't know if he said 5 head.
Yeah. And here's the interesting thing about him. I was watching a little bit of not local, but just regular antenna TV today, and it was that Charge fucking movie channel, and Johnny B. Good was on with and I'm pretty sure it's
part of the cast of SNL from that around that time.
Two very young cast members from the 1985 season of SNL,
and introducing a certain actress.
What's her name? Uma Thurman as the girlfriend.
It's her first movie.
Yes. But
every time I hear that name, I just hear David Letterman going,
Uma. So John Pankow, I believe, if it's not him, it's a guy who looks just fucking like him. I'm pretty sure it's him, but I need to look this up on IMDb here.
I hear he's working on some tempura. He's using some panko.
So let me pull up his fucking Ira.
I did see that
Ira Butchman is his character name.
That sounds about right.
But fucking they've made it so hard. IMDb is such a clusterfuck now. Why did I even come here? Like I just want the actor's page. I don't want the fucking character. God damn it.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while. It's like a grandpa website.
Richard Kind is Carry the Four or something, or a kind of a Carry the Four guy.
He's on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of the heavy-set guy with the kind of a cartoonish face.
He's just weird. I don't know if he's even heavy-set. He just kind of has he's just kind of, cartoonish. It's like not a Far Side character, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I want to find out if
by the way, he's in an episode of Documentary Now that I enjoyed quite a bit.
Which one? I think I've seen all of
It's
those.
called Co-op or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's the musical.
musical.
Yes, the musical one. Yes.
Or it's just like the recording of an album of the
yes.
musical.
Yeah, that's
and
a really
like,
good one.
he does a take where he sings this like ridiculous song that's like just goes on forever without taking a breath, and it's really impressive. And I think that episode was, I think John Mulaney, he's in it, but I think he also had a lot to do with writing it. I could be wrong. Anyway,
I think Mulaney,
sorry,
yeah,
we're going off
he is
into
in
lots
that
of
one.
tangents.
But I did want to say John Pankow, now that I finally have his fucking page up here, I wanted to see if that's him in Johnny Be Good as the agent from USC that's trying to recruit. Yeah, it is him. Yes, it is him. I watched that and I was like, oh, that's that Mad About You guy. And he looks exactly like he does on Mad About You, but you know how that goes. You fucking go, oh yeah, I saw this guy in that movie, and it's like, no, it's a completely different guy that looked like a yuppie asshole, you know?
Yeah.
And that's him. I mean, that's fucking him with his little yuppie fucking mullet, and receding
is he wearing
hairline.
a tweed jacket or something?
Yeah, he's driving he's driving a BMW, convertible BMW, and you know he's about 5'2", and
I was gonna guess a red Porsche 911 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
That's probably what
anyway.
Johnny drives.
Anyway, that movie is pretty interesting.
So he's still.
But he's like he's the recruiter from it's called UCC in the movie, but it's obviously USC.
And he's still at the young age of 29 had the same 5 head, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah, he was born in 1950 something. So yeah,
kind of like Jeremy Piven and Lucas when
he was about 32 or something when he did that.
Yeah, he's like supposed to be a high school student, and
you're talking about Johnny. You're talking about
Jeremy Piven. Yeah,
Jeremy Piven. Yes, yeah. And Lucas when he was Anyway.
Yeah, so. And he's got a
Winona Ryder.
Pretty receding hairline.
Winona Ryder looks about 12 in Lucas. Yeah, and she's actually about 16 or 17.
Redhead goon chick.
Yep. Carrie, what's her name?
Green.
Yep, Carrie Green.
Is that it? Or is
we're talking about Lucas now.
No, that's a color. Okay.
It is Carrie Green. So anyway, yes, it's just so funny that John Pankow came up tonight because I was just watching that today and going like, is that fucking guy? Like,
that's funny because speaking of Pank, what's the guy's name that was in the Breaking Bad? And I said that like a teacher lady.
Richard Klein.
In the Breaking Bad.
The Breaking Bads, the salvage yard. What's that actor's name? The guy that
the guy who was Kramer who played Kramer in the Seinfeld show, not Michael Richards. The actual.
Yeah, and you know who played George in that? Jeremy Piven, because receding hairline and all that.
Oh no, he didn't.
Well,
but he was in some episodes.
Yeah, he was George on that.
He was George in the show about show called Jerry or something on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even.
I remember
know
seeing
it. The Bizarro episode.
It was when they were making a pilot.
Yeah, on Seinfeld they were making the pilot called Jerry, and people were being cast to play them, and
Jeremy Piven was in fact
played George. That's funny.
So what is that? What's the guy's name who played Kramer, who has been in a billion things?
Hold on a second.
Isn't it Hankin? Isn't it?
Hankin?
Larry Hankin or something?
Should I look it up? I don't know what he's been in else. We're getting way off subject. But one more thing I want.
Hankin.
The one more.
Hey guys.
Yes.
I gotta call you right back.
Okay, call us right back.
Okay.
All right.
Hankin. Breaking Bad. Yeah, there he is, Larry Hankin. So you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching on Netflix. They have the movies that made us, or I think that's what it's called, something like that.
Okay.
I was watching the Home Alone episode,
Right.
and they showed, like, one of the brief clips they showed was like a cop answering the phone at the police station that doesn't care,
Right.
and it was him as the cop, but
yeah.
Of course he looks, young or younger than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, young and goofy King.
But he's one of those people that's, character actor that's done like 1,000 things, and like you go back and watch a movie or TV show.
He's one of those that guy from That Thing people. There's a documentary called That Guy from That Thing, and it's just all about people like him, character actors that you've just seen here and there over the years, and you recognize them, but you don't know what their names. And probably the biggest That Guy from That Thing is Dick Miller. It's like he was in so much shit in the 80s, but he never really had did he ever have a starring role? I mean, he had a pretty big role in Gremlins, but
yeah, that's about it, I think.
He got, but and he passed away this year or last year, so Dick Miller. But one last thing I wanted to say, and what I was going to say, and BB pointed out to me that the best thing about one of the best things, probably the best thing about, you know what I'm going to say.
I was gonna bring this up.
The best thing about John,
because I saw it in the chat.
The Johnny B. Good movie. I was going to say it already before he said it. Is the end theme with Judas Priest's cover of Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry, which I like it. And I'm not even kidding when I say I like it. I like it a lot because it's a cover that they've completely. I mean, the only thing that is similar about it and the Chuck Berry version are the lyrics, and that's it. It's a completely different fucking song. And it's a pretty fucking like rockin' song. It's a good song, but it's always kind of fascinated me or something. I've always been interested in it just because it's like a cover that's just so completely fucking different. There's something about covers when an artist will cover a song and completely redo it to their tastes. And if it comes out good, which I always kind of felt like this song was good too, and I'll pull it up here and let you guys hear a little bit of it. But yeah, like there's just nothing about it that is, there's almost nothing about it that sounds like the original, except for most of the lyrics or something. Yeah, so yeah, here's Johnny Be Good. And let me say this too. When I was watching this on the Charge channel. Whatever that is.
Who's in charge of this channel?
Throughout the entire movie, across the very top of the screen, there were little flickering white lines like it was being played on a fucking tape. I'm sitting there going, is this not digital? It's got to be digital. So what that means is there were no remaining fully digital copies, and somebody just captured that to digital off of a fucking tape. That's what that means. Because you're seeing lines at the top, little flashing lines at the top. Anyway, yeah, here's.
Oh man, I'm seeing lines too, and I snorted one.
Here we go. This is like the album version. Here's a cover of a Chuck Berry song, folks. Anyway.
Now, I gotta say, we have a waterfall effect now.
Uh-oh. Because I played this part right here. So now anytime I think about that movie or anything, I think, go, go! Go, Johnny, go! I should also point out that the end credits is Anthony Michael Hall jamming out on a drum set while listening to this and watching football on a TV.
That's what badasses do.
Yes.
Okay, there's a very loud waterfall
oh boy, yeah.
effect.
I hear that. What happened? Hang on, let me turn this off.
I don't know.
Let me try muting my mic and see what happens. Okay. It's a Zoom thing. I don't know what Zoom is trying to do there.
That usually happens to me. So I muted my phone, and it didn't go away. So.
All right, it's gone now, right?
Yes,
yeah,
it just faded away.
That's funny. Anyway, so.
So that tune, that part where, well. I'm always noticing similarities in
yes
songs or sound effects, but there's one of those, I don't know if it's Faith Hill or one of those types that had a song that sounded like that.
Okay. I can't imagine Faith Hill had a song. Like
I don't know if it was
Priest song. Like
no, just that.
Oh,
just that riff there. Let me see if I can find it. Oh God, I don't want to put this into the search.
You need to take a shower after this.
I'm gonna open a private window.
BB.
It might be Shania Twain.
Scotty Wolf says, I feel like I'm cruising down the highway in a Trans Am. Yeah. A T-top Trans Am.
Yeah, it's
Black Gold.
Shania Twain.
Unwrap and connect your new phone.
Fuck you. You need to get that ad blocker on there now.
Well, the problem is it's a private window, so.
Private window for money.
Now I'm skipping ad number 2. Try to skip to the part that.
BB says Cody's thinking of Faith Hill's cover of Green Manalishi.
We're still together, still going.
Don't do this to us, please. Why? Why are you doing this? Is gonna get our fucking show.
That part specifically sounded
like what?
Similar. Oh, play the song you just played.
Like what part of it?
I went no.
Where does it do that?
It did it. You just played it.
I'm trying to think.
Which, I mean, it would have. It was toward the end of it.
That right there?
Yes.
Okay, well.
Stop
Stop it! Stop it!
Yes. Listen to Richard.
That's in a different key, but
Yeah. God. Oh, what an awful fucking song. Not
it's
Judas
so
Priest.
awful. It's
not
had 53 million views.
Yeah,
on
well,
YouTube,
do you want to know how
fucking
many?
asshole.
You want to know how many views this fucking song, Judas Priest? 1,172,228 views. So fuck
Wow.
you, Faith Hill. Go fuck yourself. That for putting out such
Man,
a horrible,
I feel like a woman
awful.
with you saying that.
Yuck! Just God, yuck. Go!
Well,
Daddy, go!
Was that Mike or you?
That was me singing live.
Oh, I thought maybe you said that earlier, and he, sampled it.
Go! Can't.
Now,
my
how does
throat
it sound when Marty McFly sings it?
hurts. It sounds like somebody who doesn't sound like him at all.
It sounds like Huey Lewis, for example.
He's like, "Hey, Doc, I'm gonna sing this song. Listen, and it's go, Johnny, go. Hey, I'm Michael J. Fox singing a song.
I sure kind of like Huey Lewis, but I'm Michael J. Fox.
Huey Lewis isn't the one singing that, though, is he?
Think again, man.
Because that doesn't sound like Huey Lewis either.
No, I've heard it. I've heard someone talk about it.
It's definitely
Turns
Huey
out-
Lewis singing that? Really?
Well, I'm gonna have to Google it now.
Because it's obviously, very, very obviously not Michael J. Fox. Oh.
Yeah, because he did the soundtrack,
Talking Back to the Future.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about when Marty starts singing Johnny Be Good and it doesn't sound like him at all. Who's actually singing it? And Cody says it's Huey Lewis, and I said it doesn't sound like Huey Lewis either. I don't know who the fuck it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't think that's Huey Lewis.
That's what I've heard. And I heard it, so it must be true. It's who?
What?
What'd you say? I didn't.
It was Willie Ames? No. Oh, boy. Did you Google
Ready
it?
for your trivia?
Oh, are we going to do some trivia? Okay.
Somebody told me it was Huey Lewis, and I just believed them. I don't know. I'm not finding any concrete
that makes
evidence
sense
of that.
because they did Power of Love or whatever, but I don't
maybe,
think
but it could have been somebody just assuming.
Yeah, because
I was at a point in my life where I just believed people who assumed things.
All right, let's do a little bit of this right here on Pran Funkels.
Pran Funkels Trivia.
All right,
That's Sega music. Lets you know. It's time for trivia.
That's right. All right, what do we got?
This is not Sega music.
This is Sega.
Alrighty, guys. Tonight's trivia deals with the movie Flight of the Navigator.
Oh, I have a fun story about the one time I kind of watched this movie.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Which fucking movie was it? This was one of these movies I always kind of get mixed up with other ones. I think I get this one mixed up with like Last Starfighter or something and maybe I need to look up which movie is this, because I know I saw it as a kid.
Flight of the Navigator is when the kid falls into the ravine. This takes place in the 70s. He falls in a ravine, comes out, it's in the 80s. It's 1985.
Have I seen this? Maybe I haven't seen this. Okay, go ahead. I'm not going to be any good at this then. But go ahead.
All right. Actor
I've kind of seen it.
was in the movie. It was the voice of the spaceship. However, he wasn't credited as Paul Rubens in the movie. What was his name in the credits?
Who is it now? Was the voice? Paul what?
Rubens.
Paul Rubens.
Oh, Paul Rubens was the voice of the spaceship?
Yes.
Okay. Who's he credited as? Wow, that's a good one.
What's his name in the credits?
There's no way it's the obvious thing.
It's Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, it's Pee Wee Herman. He's Pee Wee Herman. No, you're wrong. He's Pee Wee Herman. So
it predates that movie, but
no, it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't. This
I
googled it just for a second. I didn't look at any information, but it says it came out in '86. So.
Oh, really? I always thought it came out in like '83 or something.
Flight of the Navigator.
Okay.
Did I get that right? I don't know. Let me just make sure. So I thought I saw
Chris
86. Yeah, this says 86. So. Now the kid in it looks like he's from 1980, but he's from the 70s, is what Chris said.
Does he look like
Henry Thomas?
Will from Stranger Things?
A little bit, yeah.
Because that's how I picture.
Will Byers, yeah. Or whatever that actor's name is. That kid.
Well, so there's an obvious answer, I guess.
It's not Pee Wee Herman. It can't be. All right. What is he credited at? Paul Rubens is let's see. Go ahead and guess if you have.
I heard this gentleman had a bit of an issue at a theater. Did you hear about this? You hear about this, folks?
Yeah, sponsored it.
What? Who sponsored what?
Paul Rubens Theater Experience.
Oh yeah, the Paul Rubens Experience. Get your ponchos on, folks.
It's like a Gallagher show in here.
All right. So I'm gonna say he was credited by his.
Are you Googling?
By his. I did Google something, but it's not given. It's not for the answer. His actual full name, which is Paul Reuben Feld. I'm gonna say Paul Reuben Feld. Yeah, Rubens is, I guess, his Hollywood name or something.
Okay.
You guys want a hint?
Yeah, sure. I guess my answer's not right then.
I was gonna say it makes it sound like it's not.
Cigarettes.
That helps. He's
Paul. Oh, I have a guess. Pall Mall.
Paul Mall.
Pall Mall.
Paul Mall.
You got it.
Paul Mall.
You are correct, Cody.
Paul Mall. M-A-L-L.
Well, I didn't give Mike a chance to guess.
Oh,
Mike, what's your guess? Paul Mall? Say Paul Mall.
Hairy testicles.
Hairy testicles.
Sorry, Mike would come in with a pee-wee laugh.
If only Miles were here, he was spot on.
I could do it better if I didn't have a sore throat, but yeah, Miles does it perfectly.
Oh, chocolate.
Yeah, and he's enjoying.
I've heard that forever.
Miles is currently enjoying some
Oh, chocolate.
That's right.
Is that the only clip we have of him?
I think
I guess it's like
with Dan Aykroyd.
What was the other one? What?
The hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids.
I think he wrote that. I don't know if he actually said it on the show. I think we did. Or did he say it?
I have no idea.
The Arkanoid with hemorrhoids?
No idea.
Oh no, he just texted me and you one day a long time ago, like 12 years ago or something, and said, and the text
no, it
just
was
said,
more recent. It was a couple of years ago.
Are you
and
sure?
I think it was in
I remember thinking it
response
was
to
like
me always saying Dan Aykroyd.
Okay.
I think we had kind of said part of it.
All I know is I just got a text from him one day that said Dan Aykroyd is playing Arkanoid with a hemorrhoid, and
yeah,
and I think he sent that to both of us, and it was really.
And
funny.
he also came up with some other, I think, a couple of other similar
gems,
fun wordplay puns. I don't know what you'd call them.
Yes, All right. I guess we're done with this music then, huh?
Do you have another question?
Oh, is there
trivia
I
question?
do. I got a
Follow-up question? Follow up!
Let's give Mike a chance on this one.
Okay, that's a good idea.
There's a scene in the movie where the navigator and the ship come upon a group of punk rockers at a
Ooh.
stoplight or a stop sign.
Do they have ghetto
Flea.
blasters to their heads?
And they're blaring a song called Trapped in My Mind, which turns out is not a real song in real life. It's a play off of another song. What is that song? What is that song and who sang it?
The song's called what? Trapped in My Mind?
You play it on YouTube real quick. Trapped in My Mind. Play to the navigator.
Okay, hang on.
Play it real quick.
All right, hang on. Let me let's turn off this fucking music here.
I'm gonna guess the song title is "Caught in My Head." I don't know who it's by.
Trapped in My Mind, and it's based on an actual song. Let's see here.
Yes.
Trapped.
It's on
in
YouTube.
My Mind.
I was guessing Flea because I thought you were gonna say he was one of the actors playing a punk rocker.
And do I need to put in "Trapped in My Mind"? Fly to the Navigator.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Back to the Future,
Okay.
On YouTube, yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see what this fucking sounds like here. Shit. God damn it! I didn't want to do that. Just decided I wanted to go to. Okay. All right. What the fuck is happening here? There's just no sound on this. They've blocked it or something. Like I'm playing this video and there's no sound. Okay.
oh, it's blocked in your country.
This says "Twisted Sister" trapped in my mind. Is that who did it?
It's not who did it, but that people get it wrong. But that might play the song though.
Are you sure this is on YouTube? Because I think
Yeah,
I think
it's
Disney
on
has blocked
YouTube.
this
It's all
everywhere.
that scene where that song's playing.
I wonder
Yep.
if that's that Twisted Sister stuff Carolyn was talking about.
It sounds like a Devo.
Yeah.
Hi! You wouldn't happen to know the way to Fort Lauderdale, would you?
Try to make your directions clear because we get lost easy.
Hey, Jerry, Terry.
It's Terry. Trapped in my mind.
Okay, now that you heard the song,
It sounds like a
So,
what is
Devo.
that song based off of? What's the name of the song and who sang it?
Well, Devo.
Is it? But I don't know a song. There's not a song called "Trapped in My Mind" by Devo or anything close to that, is there? I don't.
Devo doesn't. That's not Devo singing that song. That's the music producer made that song up in that movie.
Yeah, I know, but
Listen to
you're
it.
saying this song is similar to an actual.
So that
song.
was not Twisted
Yeah,
Sister.
No, that was definitely not Twisted Sister. Does that sound like Dee Snider to you?
It's based
Well,
off of by a real song by a real group.
I fucking don't know, man. What?
Mike, what's your guess?
No idea. Twisted Sister stuff Carolyn was talking about.
Trapped in my mind. That kind of sounds like maybe
Now-
a Talking Heads song, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say. It also sounds like someone doing David Byrne.
Yeah, actually, yes. I'm going to say Talking Heads, but I don't know what song they would be mimicking there. I don't know. It'd have to be
Here's Patrick. Here's Talking Heads. What's your guess, Cody?
Talking Heads. I don't have a title.
I won't make you name the song. 'Cause
Okay.
that's a tough question.
So Cody's probably going to say Talking Heads too, because he agreed with me there. We both had the same thought at the same time.
Well, I'll say
Here's Mike.
Devo. I'll say Devo just to cover the bases. Mike, are you there?
Did Mike step away?
Hello.
Oh, there he is. So what do you think? You want to play it again? What band does this
Did
sound
you
like?
hear it?
What 80s band does it sound like they're mimicking in this this I don't want to say phony, but this kind of like a satire song, I guess. I don't know what you'd call this. Here we go.
I wonder if that's that Twisted Sister stuff Carolyn was talking about.
That kind of sounds like B-52s.
Aha, that's another good guess. A little bit, except for there's no female voices, but yeah, it's maybe a little
harmonizing, maybe.
Yeah, it's a little Schneiderish there, isn't it?
That is a good guess. We're trying to cover all the bases here.
Answer that Twisted Sister reference comes from Sarah Jessica Parker in the movie.
Oh, wait a second. Say it again. You broke up there.
Where the kid says Twisted Sister.
Uh-huh.
That comes from Sarah Jessica Parker in the movie. It talks about going to the Twisted Sister concert.
Oh, okay.
This is from Flight of the Navigator?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker's in the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
I think when I saw this movie in 1987 at school, I didn't know who Sarah Jessica Parker was at the time, so I wasn't like, hey, that's Sarah Jessica Parker. But I do have a story I'll tell after the trivia.
Okay, so...
Those are all good guesses, guys, but they're all wrong. Only trapped in my mind in the movie The Flight of the Navigator is based off the song by The Cure called Human in My Mouth.
What?
Human or cumin?
Cumin. Human?
Did you say
Human in My Mouth?
Spell that.
So if Patrick want to find that song on YouTube now, I'll play a clip. You'll see the similarities.
Hang on. It's Human?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
By
if it
The
was
Cure.
cumin, I was going to say that could be
an early Cure song.
Interpreted as different.
It's actually a man inside my mouth.
Yeah, same difference.
Oh, well, see, now that just sounds a little gay. Not that there's anything wrong.
Wow, yeah, this sounds a lot like it. This is from like early 80s here. Yeah, the bass, 85.
I'll tell you this. I like it. Somebody got a Casio sampling keyboard?
Yeah. It's very new wave. I like it.
Sitting on the ground, one was holding me up, the other pulling me down, and I couldn't decide which one was true because there wasn't a sound. Like I was pregnant again.
Yeah, it's actually very, very close. I like it. And we got
a
our
song that doesn't get played on satellite radio, so it's a Cure song I'm not familiar with because. Right. There are 2 or 3 Cure songs that have ever been played on the radio in Oklahoma. That's, for fuck's sake, is not one of them.
Right. So
yeah, it's a pretty cool song. I was just the other day I was looking like, what is the name of that song on Flight of the Navigator? And then just typing in keywords came up, not a real song, but it's based off the Cure song "Man Inside My Mouth."
Interesting. And that sounds just like it. But you know what? That Cure, one other song, that Cure song, I think could have inspired.
Oh, yeah! It's a woodpecker from space.
Oh no.
All right, we won't do that. We won't subject you to that. Yeah, fuck that song. All right.
That is funny that it did sound more like David Byrne or what's the guy's name from Devo?
Bob. I mean no.
Mother's Bob.
Mark. Mother's Bob. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't this. I don't think was he the singer primarily?
Yeah, he was the lead singer.
Oh, I thought it was like Jerry something was.
Casale.
Castle
Talking about
Yeah.
Casale
or something like that. Yeah.
Casale.
Casale, yeah.
Casale. That's
Was
how
he
well
not
I know it even.
the singer mainly?
I don't know.
It was Mother's Baugh.
Yeah,
wasn't
mostly.
it?
Yeah, mostly. Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Might have been one of those crazy bands where not every song had the same singer.
Right.
I saw Diva and Blondie 4 years ago at the Zoo Theater.
Yeah, it's one of those shows I should have seen. Gone and saw.
You know, one of the biggest regrets of my life, and you can put this on my tombstone.
Pizza.
Along with
not buying
pepperoni
stock and apple
and stuff and sausage. Okay, we're all making different references at the same time.
Yeah. No, I said pizza too. So.
I at a certain point in my 20s, I made it a goal. I wanted to see Steve Miller at the Zoo Amphitheater. I think it was.
He played there every damn year.
Yeah, I used to.
He used
and
to, yes.
Skinner would also play.
Yeah, man.
Usually. And it was probably around the time I first ever got high. I think that made me suddenly decide I needed to see Steve Miller.
To see if you actually got it? I don't know. I'm kidding.
I just
I know,
wanted to,
I'm just kidding.
Look around at the other people there and receive a contact high.
Okay.
Just look at the shirtless, mulleted hillbillies and have fun.
Yes.
You know?
Have fun. Yes.
And like I officially made that decision, and then like I think he came back one more time and I didn't go.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
You're like, he'll be back.
I couldn't get anybody to go with me or something, and then I was like, yeah, he comes every year, and then he's not.
He's not ever been back. They probably pissed him off or something there. Something happened. I know they changed. They changed hands.
I think there was a rumor him and Zubek got into it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna kick your ass. Hey.
He disqualified him at the Hot Mama contest.
Yeah, you try getting into that Hot Mama contest. I'll never let your ass in there. I'll make sure that you can't get in there and see all the hot mamas. The Samurai Sake House. You're not getting any of that. You're not getting any of that sake. Miller, hit the road, Miller.
All right.
Have you guys had
the Samurai
sake?
Sake House and Toe Collect with Steve Miller after the concert? Rock 100.5 the Cats.
You know it's a great club because it's in a shopping center.
Yeah. It's he's still on the air too. He's on during the day. Like he's on like at lunchtime. Like I had a
Are you hungry?
I went to lunch with somebody.
We got these City Bites coupons for you.
Yeah.
We got a special guest tonight at the Hot Mama contest. We got the Blade Runner.
The guy's like a legend in Oklahoma City. He's he sounds just like
Wolfman.
He's the
He's the 80s, 90s Wolfman Jack of Oklahoma City.
Yeah. And he's still on the air midday.
Contest gets a
the Hot Libya contest.
Jesus.
The winner of tonight's Hot Mama contest gets a gift certificate to Soundtrack.
Soundtrack's on the right track, baby. Yeah.
I'm gonna take over for him when he quits. I'm gonna be like, I'll be Zubek too.
The water to doing his voice.
Wizards Audio Visual Stores at the malls.
Yeah, that guy.
Tonight at tennis, we got Butch and Ben McCain at the Hot Mama.
Butch and Ben McCain, holy shit! You're talking about like early fucking 80s, God.
But Wizards was a store, right?
Yes, yeah, it was a computer store in the mall, yeah. And was it in
and then
National?
There was also Audio Midwest.
Audio Midwest was car audio, yes. That was like car stereo.
But I didn't.
Audio Midwest.
Audio. They had like a cartoon wizard as their.
Wizards had a cartoon wizards. Audio Midwest had a guy in a wizard suit.
Yeah, so I think I just melded those together.
Yes, I think you did.
As one would do in a cauldron.
I would.
Tonight's winner Hot Mama contest gets a $35 gift certificate to Judith, Jody, and Son.
Well, back then it would have just been Jude and Jody. But...
And a free sofa from Marquis Furniture. They are going out of business.
You go to that Hot Mama contest, and you might go home with a Hot Mama and put her on that couch. You know what I'm saying? Just put her over the end of that couch.
I think I was...
Nice second place winner gets a $25 gift certificate to get to Credit Jewelers.
Credit Jewelry. Yeah.
Folks...
all these are Oklahoma City
references. We're making references to stupid local Oklahoma businesses that would advertise the shit out of themselves on TV and
the radio. So this is only funny to us, basically.
Well, I'm pretty sure I was listening to one of the first episodes of Pran Funkels, and I think Kira played a Marquis Furniture commercial, and I don't think we sent it to her. I think she just had it because it was so ridiculous. But it wasn't even like
we are going out of business. God damn it!
Yeah, it wasn't it wasn't even the most ridiculous he's ever done. It was because we grew up with our entire childhoods. This guy had commercials saying, "We're going out of business." He just acted really pathetic.
Come in, Marquis Furniture. We're going
this shit. We just need to get rid of it.
They actually had a commercial or two where he was sawing into a fucking sofa with a chainsaw. You remember that? He's like,
yes.
we are liquidating everything at 6 p.m. on Sunday, and
maybe they did close down. They would close down what it was. I think he had 10 stores, and when they would close one of them, he would just go nuts about it. And maybe he was really closing
opportunity.
It. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we got to get all this shit out.
Tonight's sponsor is brought to you by Paul Mead Insurance. Go see Tall Paul for all your insurance needs. 525-5441.
Yeah. 524-1541. So anyway, yes, Zubek. Good stuff. So yeah, when that guy retires, shit, man, that's the sign of the end times there. 'Cause that guy's been around forever.
Well, he's in the Wilford Club, I would say, in that he seemed old 40 years ago.
Yeah. I remember because when we were kids, we had an obsession with calling radio stations and requesting songs. I don't know, for some reason, we just thought it was cool. And I remember calling and getting him and thinking it was weird that when he would answer the phone, he just sounded like a regular guy, He'd just be like, "Cat, okay, I can play that for you. Okay, bye." So,
you play some Poison for us?
What's that?
Some what?
No, I'm just trying to do a young prepubescent Patrick. Can you play some Poison?
No, not Poison. I wouldn't have requested Poison. I requested Rock the Casbah a lot, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
When it was
tonight, I'll be guest DJing at Fritzy's.
Tonight at Fritzy's. At
there was another place called
Daddy's Money.
There's a place called Daddy's Money, and then there was Daddy's Money, and there was a club called After Daddy's Money.
This came up a few weeks ago on Pran Funkels.
Yes, what?
And I think I started to talk about this, but there was a chain of, I don't know if they were local, but burger places called Long Neckers.
Oh, yeah.
Long Neckers.
Yes, Long Neckers.
I don't know if I enunciated enough on that.
Yes, Neckers.
And then one of them turned into a place. It's one of those situations where they save money by using the same sign, but just removing, maybe just altering some of the letters.
Yeah, I know.
It became a strip club. At least I assume that's what it was, and it was called Lookers.
Lookers, yes, I remember that. Yeah.
But the sign was
it was the same sign.
Yeah, like a big L and a big S at the end.
It was kind of like it was the same lettering as like a Shoney's. You know, how Shoney's is like, at least the old original Shoney's logo. The S is really big, and then it kind of
possibly the same
narrows
graphic
down.
Artist.
Yeah, from the 70s or whatever.
From the Shoney's.
So the letters narrow down on the H-O-N-E, and then they get bigger on N-E-Y-S. So same kind of deal as long neckers.
I'm starting to get honey.
And long neckers was basically like Fuddruckers. It was a place where you, I think, wasn't Fuddruckers a place where you made your own burger or something? Was it like that? Like
kind of like you.
It was a giant like
make it from like behind the plexiglass or something like that.
Yeah. I think so. But long neckers was like you went in and I think we ate there like one time as kids because our dad was interested in what the fuck was going on in there, and it was like a burger bar. You just go in and make your own fucking burger, and it was pretty weird. So we didn't go back. It's kind of gross.
Well, this particular location was right off of I-40.
Yeah.
And
it's
I remember, riding in the car with our dad, and he always made fun of long neckers, but then when it became lookers, I think he was equally amused by that.
Right.
But do you remember Time Out for burgers?
I do remember that. Yes, I barely. But on
Chris, do you remember that?
There's a place called Time Out. It had a referee.
Were they on the North Expressway?
No.
Yes.
They weren't on Expressway, were they?
The one that I have a story about was.
Really?
Well, no. Northwest 63rd Expressway. It was next to
the one I remember was on
like a lot of neon.
Okay, the AMC there.
No.
Okay,
just 1 second, sir. The theater that I saw Under Siege at the age of 13.
Under Siege.
That should give you a hint.
Brixton.
No. There was some neon. There was some glass block, and there were some shootings.
Yeah, the Dollar Theater.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that fucking place where people were getting.
Theater Cinema was the name of it, wasn't it?
People were getting stabbed there like weekly and shit. Yeah.
And they let me and my friend. I was 13, and he was seriously probably 10 or 11. And they just let us into Under Siege.
I'm pretty sure that's the place I went with a friend of mine. I'd spent the night at his.
We got to watch Gary Busey.
Yeah.
That's where I watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure at.
So the first movie I saw there, the place it was, I think it had just opened, and I was spending the night at this kid's house, and we saw 3 Men and a Baby there with his fucking parents, and it was, it was like all new and everything, and then like cut to like a year or two later, and people were being stabbed and shot over there like every other fucking week.
Think about that movie now for a second. You have Magna P.I., Sam Malone, and Stan Mahoney.
Yeah, it's a weird movie, man. Even today, and directed by who? Leonard Nimoy. That's even weirder. Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah,
that does.
That's why there's a ghost in it.
It's not a ghost,
and that's why Ted Danson married Whoopi Goldberg,
and that's why that person killed themselves during the making of the movie.
Wasn't it who was the cardboard cutout of it? That was the ghost.
Wasn't it Michael Jordan or something?
It was Ted Danson.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was cutouts of them, wasn't it? Yes, yeah, it was cutouts of one of them. Yeah, Ted Danson, right? His character, right?
That's what I've heard anyway.
Yeah. Because there's a part in the movie where you see the cardboard cutout. So anyway, Michael Jordan was Home Alone. Sorry.
Yeah. Which I was talking about earlier, watching that thing on Netflix.
Oh, that I like that new TV show. It's good. The movies that made us.
Yeah. Here's something that kind of
tonight and Ghostbusters last week was really good.
I was watching the Home Alone one. Something that kind of annoyed me. I don't know the way it's kind of done. And I guess they don't want to make them too lengthy. but they kind of gloss over stuff. But when they were talking about John Candy and Home Alone, and that he, basically did that as a favor, and they showed like actual documentation, like he did it for scale.
Okay.
The minimum amount you can be paid as an actor.
Yeah.
Did it as a favor to John Hughes, and they showed like the guy who played the pizza deliverer made more money. That guy made $500 and some dollars, and John Candy made $414.
Which other guy besides Candy?
Pizza.
Oh, the pizza delivery guy actually made more than John Candy did.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it was because he had more lines or something. I don't know. But
yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
They just said he basically did it as a favor
to John Hughes. Yeah.
And
that's pretty cool.
Well, I don't want to spoil too much, but I was thinking of, and they mentioned career opportunities.
Yeah.
And I was thinking
it's another one where you had just a small
obviously same situation with that.
Right.
And we've talked about that on Pran Funkels.
Yes.
Quick note on John Candy. Did you know the Rick Moranis' role in Ghostbusters that originally went to John Candy?
I can see that. The excitable.
Yeah, that's
Louis Tully.
I didn't know that, but that's one thing that he's not in that, right?
No.
Because that's one thing I've always thought about Ghostbusters.
Is he? Does he not appear anywhere in that?
No,
he doesn't.
And it's
does
a
he?
movie. It's a movie he should be in.
Right, you would expect to see him in that. Yes.
He was probably filming.
And you know who Slimer was supposed to look like?
Splash or something at the time. Dan
no, John
Aykroyd?
Belushi.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Yeah, I'll let you watch that show. I don't want to ruin all the fun factoids, but yeah, that's from that show. The movies that made us a Ghostbusters episode.
While we got
all
you
that's in there.
While we're talking about Ghostbusters, what do you guys think about the Paul Rudd Ghostbusters that's going to happen next year, I guess?
I
don't like the way it looks.
I haven't seen the trailer with sound yet, so.
You do, Chris, or you don't?
It looks weird the way it's shot.
I mean,
our mutual friend Sean, how he always does a Debbie Downer on stuff.
Yeah,
you know what he said?
Kind of picks everything apart. What did he say?
He goes, "It's gonna be dumb. It's gonna be the first movie where a kid says boomer. You're a boomer."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh God.
Ah, boy. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I saw the trailer and I thought.
Are you still there?
Yes.
The thing that this new Ghostbusters movie has going for it, you know what it is. The thing that really piques my interest and that I think will
look like a Stranger Things episode.
Well,
it has that kid in it, doesn't it?
Yes, it has. Yeah, but it has Finn Wolfhard. Is that his name, Wolfhard? Wolf. Is that how you say? I don't know. So the thing that this really has going for it is, it's not the one from 2016.
Oh God!
It's not
that one with all the broads.
Yeah, the one with the broads.
Ain't no good.
I tried to give it a chance, but it's basically
it's horrible shit.
It's a bunch of fucking wacky. I don't know. It's not good. I'm sorry. It's just not good. It's not funny. It's kind of like when people make something 80s for the sake of being 80s, like, and there's nothing behind it. It's just kind of like, hey, look at this. And that's just kind of the way I felt about the one from 2016.
Well, the problem
look at this. It's a Ghostbusters reboot. Hey, everybody, you're gonna love this. So.
As Ray Parker Jr. said, he likes the girls.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched The Mandalorian?
I've seen some of them. Have you seen that man named Marty McFly drive that DeLorean?
I wish John Favreau did the Star Wars movies, the new ones. The Mandalorian's excellent.
I've liked what I've seen so far. Yeah.
It's something new, but it It gives just a little bit of fan service to Star Wars fans. A little bit of pieces mixed in here and there.
I just wanted the guy that's in Rudy that says "goddamn" a lot to direct it. That's just what I wanted.
Hey, Patrick. Patrick, Cody, and Mike. What's the phrase that pays?
Boy,
Are you hungry?
Are you hungry?
I got some Hardee's coupons.
I got these Hardee's coupons I didn't use out of the mail.
I'm
still
trying. It's still sinking in that there are Hardee's around me that are in business.
Yeah, we haven't seen those in years here.
I was just thinking about that.
While I'm playing.
You got sore throat too.
Everyone's sick on Pran Funkels.
I don't know how I'm able.
This actually helps my throat by doing that voice. Like it's making it where I don't.
While I'm playing Bad News, I like to rock out to 100. I can't do his voice anymore. Sorry.
Hey, on the way. On the way, we got some Cheap Trick.
We're gonna play the one song.
I like to rock out to 100.5. The Cat. I am bad.
All right, he's bad, and here comes his.
Let's see for Chris. Put your hands together for Chris.
There we go.
We're gonna coming up next week. We're gonna play some Cheap Trick, and who knows what Cheap Trick song we're gonna play? It could be one of 48,000 of the songs they made. Oh, nope. It's I Want You to Want Me.
I want the live at Ludicon version only.
The only song by them we play, but we'd say, we got some Cheap Trick coming up.
And then, of course, we'll play... What's the other song I'm thinking of? Fuck. There's another song that's kind of similar. It's not by Cheap Trick, though.
Oh, well, I was going to say the Bee Police.
The Bee Police, yeah.
Pran Funkels. Thanks for listening, folks.
Thanks for listening, and we're just about done with all our bullshitting here. It's probably about time to... We've been on the air for about 100 minutes now, so I think it's time to...
Scotty Wolf is here. BB Weenie Hut Jr.'s.
Lady Hot Jr. Peter Lilly says, next on Night Court, when Bull wears his Bayless kills to the DIY Center, he'll show knees when he prettily perches on a demonstration granite by design worktop. Granite by design.
As long as there's a bench vise attached to it.
Every time I'm watching local TV, sorry I cut you off. Every time I'm watching local TV, I see a new commercial with 34 guy. Like,
I'm just glad he's alive
and working. Yes.
Because I mean, we went through a 34 guy drought.
Like a 34 year, 34 guy. No,
probably like
about 20 years, maybe 25.
14.
25. I don't remember hearing him after about 1997 or 8 or something. I don't know. So probably about 20 years.
That's when I went into the depths of an ether binge that didn't stop until 2010.
2018, 28. Oh boy. So
I hate to tell you, ma'am, but this granite is by design.
It's by design.
That's one of my pickup lines I use when I go to the beat market, the dance club. I like to call it the beat market.
The beat market, okay. All right. Mike said, did he say he wasn't feeling well or something?
I think we talked for too long and didn't let him talk.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. He's offended. Oh, boy.
Well, I do have a list of numbers to call.
Yeah, should we get down to the calls tonight?
I think we should.
Okay.
I think you should.
I think you should have a seat there. Do-do-do-do-do-do. The song starts up and he does a big act.
To Catch a Predator, the musical, folks.
To catch a predator, the musical, appearing live in a random house where we're catching predators. Just like they just do it in front of a fucking guy that they. He's like one person in the audience. Go ahead.
We might be at a point where Chris Hansen would agree to act in something like this. I think we have a good idea. You know what? Let's make this episode private. We don't want to give away
our $1 million idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, Hector Garza is also in the audience. We love him a lot. Now, Chris, the trivia gentleman who we were speaking with, he told a story, and we talked about this a few weeks ago on the show. Are you there?
Yeah. What are you talking about now? Sorry, I was.
The incident in which something was eaten that was extremely potent.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Well, I just have to say I ate a quarter of one edible at the beginning of the show. It's a very small fraction of what Chris ate a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal was to have a new bagel, as they say.
Right.
But, just to have a small effect, hopefully.
Right.
When I have consumed these items, 1101 1816 is the item number.
Mm-hmm.
I've been eating half of them, but tonight I just ate a quarter because I didn't want to get too far out into space,
Right. Yeah.
Or have I done that already?
Wait.
Oh.
You sound fine to me, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Now, Weenie Hut Jr. brings up something I've been meaning to bring up. Mr. Lady? What happened to Mr. Lady?
Yeah, that's a good question. Mr. Lady just disappeared one day from the chat, and then we never saw him again.
Or her.
Well, if it's Mr., I'm guessing it's a him, but I don't know. Sorry, my throat's sore.
It might be a lady who sells devices that mist people.
Yeah,
to try to keep them cool in the summer.
The Mr. Lady, yeah. Hey, it's the Mr. Lady. Grab a Mr. Would you?
Hey, Mr. Change. Labatt change, Mr. All right, we need to make a Pran Funkel.
All right.
Are you there, Mike?
Look at the chat, Cody.
Okay. I guess Mike stepped away.
Yeah, he's said he's sick, so that's too bad. I guess no soundboards tonight then, right? Mike is feeling sick, folks.
I guess we better try to get some Pran Funkels in this show.
Okay, we'll see if we can get somebody else on the show here from Mike.
I got somebody else who might pinch
join.
hit.
Might, yes. Let me see. I'm working on that right now. Let's see. Let's see. But
Well, I hope Mike's okay. He
just signed off because he said
he's going to bed.
Yeah, he don't feel too good. Well, that sucks because he plays all our clips and stuff. So
I will say this. He must actually be feeling bad because I don't think it's anything else other than that.
What's that?
Mike's usually in it for the long haul. I guess is my
he must
point.
be really, really bad.
Because we did talk about stupid bullshit, and it may appear as though he left because we weren't doing any calls.
No, he said he's sick.
Yeah.
He wouldn't just take off like that because he was really sick, like you said.
Well, some people might be listening and thinking Mike left because he's pissed off.
Oh, I heard that they're in a big fight and they had a slap fight and it's juicy.
It was kind of like Vince with Slap Chop.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see if we can get somebody else in here. But in the meantime, we can do a call if you want. If you want to do a voice call, it's up to you. But we'll see if we can. What? What the fuck was that?
Hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop. You're going to be in a great mood all day because you're going to be slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop. Now look, here's a potato. One slap, three chunks of stews. Two slaps, home fries in a second. And look at this.
Look at this.
He just sounds like a greasy shyster, doesn't he? And he looks like it too. Is that guy still around doing stuff? I don't even want.
Mr. Vincent Offer.
With slap chop 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 chop. Hi, it's Vince with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day. You're gonna be slapping your troubles away with slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop. Hi, it's Vince with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day.
This is an oldie but a goodie. All right, let's not get our thing taken down. Let's not get our show taken. That's like, of all the shit we played tonight, watch, that'll get our show taken down.
Guess how many views that has?
Probably 10 million.
You're gonna have to go a little higher.
How many bowls of colon blow would it take?
Keep trying.
I'm gonna say
16 million.
16 million views. That's crazy.
Which means our listeners have already heard that. Sorry, folks. I heard that 10 plus years ago, probably around the time it was uploaded, April 25th, 2009.
Damn. See, I was thinking like 20. I was thinking it was older than that even, but yeah, that sounds about right. I remember, like, because that kind of thing, those like mashups and shit, that wasn't something that was being done a lot. I guess that's a mashup. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. That wasn't being done a lot because I remember seeing that and being like, "Holy shit!" Like,
yeah.
Now, like, there's fucking people that just do that in their sleep. Like every other day, something comes out, and you're like, yawn. Yeah. They made a guy sing along and auto-tune his voice. That wasn't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there was the Wilford one, which was similar.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I played a bit of that or something, didn't I, recently? On a show. Something about I ate apple pie and ice cream. I don't give a fuck.
I wasn't happy about it.
Well, somebody's
right, so
we got somebody joining us here.
Is he joining?
Yes. I believe he's joining us. Hello, sir. Sir?
I hope he has medicated pads.
Sir, do you have some medicated pads?
Can I tuck him in?
I've got some tucks.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Justin. We were both sick last night, and we didn't do a show last night, so here we are tonight. And I didn't plan
Everyone is sick but me.
Well, I didn't...
Well, let's keep it that way.
I didn't plan on doing this tonight, actually. I just started talking and was like, okay, I guess
It's the Pran Funkels. I didn't plan on this edition.
I'm not even supposed to. Not even special.
Oh,
I'm not even on the schedule today.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to work.
I have an announcement. Price Chopper has joined the chat.
Yeah.
Love you a lot, Price Chopper.
Chop it up. I'm going to be down here for veal at 28 cents a pound.
Yeah, McKeever.
Okay, I never got around to the Flight of the Navigator story, so I'm going to tell it right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready? I'll try to make it quick.
All right.
Does it involve Twinkies?
Almost.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear this.
I believe I was in 4th grade. Maybe 5th. I don't know. I was in elementary school, and we were going to watch a movie in the gym, and they had like when they would do that, they had a film and a projector and a screen and the whole hoopla.
Yeah.
So one year we watched Ernest Goes to Camp.
I remember seeing that in school.
And yeah, they probably, passed that around to the different elementary schools.
Yeah.
And of course I had already seen it. It was usually a movie that was a few years old.
Yeah,
at the time.
3-4 years old, something like that.
And maybe that's why I assumed Flight of the Navigator was older than it was. But there was one year that they were going to show us that, or that was the movie we were watching. And so it got like 30 minutes to an hour into the movie. And the film, the reel kept breaking, and they kept like having to stop.
It was on a reel?
Yes, it was an actual film projector.
Flight of the Navigator was on...
Like at a school. They were just showing it in a school cafeteria or something, right?
Well, this was, I mean...
Like in a classroom or something, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was the 80s.
That's cool. That was
it was
on a
pretty,
reel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking back about it, it was really cool. And they did this multiple times. But the Flight of the Navigator kept breaking, and they'd have to like stop and tape it back together. And it would take, 5 minutes or whatever. And it seems like it happened 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got like halfway into the movie, and I was pretty invested in the movie.
Right.
I was enjoying it, but every time it would like break, the kids would like start clapping just to be assholes,
The film reel.
Like, way to go.
Physically break.
Not the reel. It was the film that was breaking, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Not the thing turning it, but
no. Yeah. We've got it. Yeah.
So they had to keep fixing it, and then like it happened like 3 times at least, and everybody would clap because some asshole started that, and it just pissed the teachers off so much. And then finally they were like, if this happens again and you clap, we're all going back to class, and we're gonna have lots of homework. And so then it happened again.
You're not gonna like this.
So then it happened again, and everybody clapped, and they were like, okay, back to class.
This is over. Yeah.
So I've only seen about half of Flight of the Navigator. I never saw the movie.
You don't have to see the movie. I've got the best clip from that movie right here ready if you want me to.
Well, if it's a parody of a Cure song, then we're one step ahead of you.
It's my the username is Keith Long, so let's see what he has to say.
What does Keith have to say?
All right.
Alligator City. This must be Florida.
Alligator City. Big Al. Big fucking guy. There he is. Let's land this thing. Oh yeah, liquid stairs, folks. Liquid stairs.
No, it doesn't. Quit saying it does that.
So he asked for change. All right. And here's the best line.
Labatt change, mister?
That's the line right there. Here we go. That's it.
Now,
and now, Cody, you've seen Flight of the Navigator.
It sounds like Pall Mall was saying that.
Paul Mall.
Paul Mall.
Was that he was credited as Paul Mall? I'm gonna have to look that up. Make sure Chris isn't full of shit.
Well, I'm guessing by Justin's reaction, it was true. Was Pee Wee credited as that?
Yeah, it says it says in Flight.
Right.
It says in Flight of Navigator he used the pseudonym Paul Mall, M-A-L-L. Yeah, in the credits.
Correct.
Paul did not want to have his name used in the project because, and I'm looking at a thing on.
Because he decided not to be a cigarette, so he's not a Pall Mall.
Maybe a cigarette.
Because he wanted to stay low key and have it be a surprise, kind of like Matt Damon in Interstellar.
But you have to listen. Yeah, it's so good. Oh yeah, so it's very Pee Wee Herman-esque.
It sounds a little bit like Rosie O'Donnell in Riding the Bus with My Sister.
Yeah. Wish we had some clips of that.
And also, folks, there's a beautiful Ford Aerostar van in that scene. If you haven't
beautiful
shopped around, they're available right now. I think that it's truck month, it's van month.
Do you remember how fucking ugly those things were? Just like,
they were the worst.
Come down I don't know if they were as bad as those Toyota Previas that literally look like a loaf of bread.
Bad. You know what? During that time, okay, so outside of that time period, though, when it came to Ford minivans and stuff, they had the Aerostar and everything. And at one point, I worked for a Ford dealership, and they had the Windstar, and the Windstar was fucking dope. I mean, I kind of wish they still made that. I wish they kind of still made that body style, because you could slam it and throw some kickers in the back, get some bitches.
Right. Yeah, they still make...
Right. Anyway, enough of that shit.
So,
hey, thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, no problem. I know you were trying to get a hold of us earlier, and like I barely look at my phone or anything, and I suddenly noticed I
feel asleep.
I had text messages, and I was like, oh shit, I have text messages, and then I looked, and then I looked on Facebook, and was like, oh shit. Okay.
I know, I was shitting all over you.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a bad weekend for everybody. I think everybody's been feeling bad, and
it's been a bad week.
Everybody's sick. Mike's sick. I heard that on the stream.
He got sick on the show, so but not.
He liked to got sick.
He liked it.
He liked to got sick.
Yeah.
God damn it, man. Okay, well, what's happening?
You ready to get to some calls, Cody?
Yeah, Cody, get going.
Make that call now.
Hi, Cody. I miss you, buddy. Good to hear from you.
Love you a lot. Want to fancy you.
I'm slick.
Well, I might like you then.
Might be some cream corn and silverware situation happening, folks.
I visited a gentleman who might like someone who's slick recently.
I think the trailer took a tight turn
at his new location.
Let's hear it. I'm
not sure what you want to hear.
No, I thought you were. I'm sorry. I thought you were suggesting a phone call, but since I've been feeling so bad and laid up for a couple days, it's nice to, be awake at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, it's actually 1 a.m. now. You're like,
yeah. So around 11 o'clock p.m., I finally was like, I guess I better stand up.
Stand up for today. Yeah.
It's
for the first time today.
I felt so awful.
That sucks.
Stand up for today, man. That's the name of our group.
When your clothes are stuck to you
gross
because of sweat.
Yeah.
And you go take a hot shower and you just want it to go away.
My boobs smell like Van baked beans. And the dancing and the itching.
Who is it that came up with a couple of, like the last show? I think it was it God, who was it? One of our regular people who has funny comments came up with the.
Tell you about them.
They came up with the Bon Scott. They came up with a. They came up with a Michael McDonald and Bon Scott's Christmas album. I was like, that's like the two most contrasting voices I can even think of. Like there, it's like. Yeah, that's right. You were on that show too.
I can only hear one of them when I turn the contrast up all the way on my TV, and I can only hear the other when I turn it down all the way.
I need to make.
Right.
I need to make a comment.
They are exact opposites of the vocal spectrum.
I need to make a comment about a comment that was made several weeks ago.
Sitcom.
So, several weeks ago, several shows ago, I believe it was. I don't know if it was Peter Lilly or another one. I get our people mixed up in our chat. I'm sorry, guys, but you guys all say.
And thank God that you guys are here too.
You say funny things, like they all like most of you say really funny shit, and like I'll read it. Sometimes I'll read it live, and that's great when we can read it and have a laugh. But there was something that somebody said. We had mentioned Hugh Grant, and whichever person it was. Do you know what I'm going to say? Their comment was. Oh,
tably sorry.
Yeah, it was like, oh dear, I'm so.
Oh dear me.
Oh bother! I seem to have received oral. I seem to have received oral fellatio in public again. Yeah, something like that.
Inadvertently.
Somebody was blowing me at Starbucks.
I should have.
Not what I'm used to.
Did that? I guess that happened. Like. He was caught getting blown in public or something.
You know, and when somebody says like, "Oh,
by a nanny,"
like, dang it, this happened again, would
oh dear
insinuate that it's happened before. Like this is not the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
Oh boy, lucky him or her.
It was.
Thank God for an omelet. You know,
there's Hugh Grant. Oh, he just accidentally got blown in public again.
Shoot.
In a public in a public place or in a public somewhere, I don't know.
Aw shucks.
So Peter Lilly says Ernest goes camp. It's Ernest goes to camp, sir.
Folks, I have a clip here from Ernest Goes to the Graveyard, which is not funny, actually.
It's from his funeral. It's from Jim Varney's funeral now.
Jim Varney, one of my favorite people of all time. And we're not going to play that on the show. So you're just going to have to...
Yes.
Jim
Varney was great, and speaking of,
he was awesome.
Those movies, those Ernest movies. Ernest Goes to Camp was the first one I ever. It was the first one, and it was a good one. And Ernest Scared Stupid was a good one, and Ernest Goes to Jail was really good. Now
Ernest Goes to Jail was great.
He made a Christmas movie.
He was framed. He was a. I'm sorry.
He went to jail. There was a guy who looked just like him. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he was a bank. He was like a you know, like the kind of guy that, you know, keeps house or whatever. A janitor at a bank, and he witnesses anyway. Okay, sorry, here I go.
No, it's
I'm wasting time.
So is Cody still there? Did he have to something happen to Cody?
I don't know. What happened to him?
I don't know.
He might have had to have a piss and be off.
No, I mean he's still on. I see his accounts here.
I think he might.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay. Yeah, my Zoom was doing something stupid.
You're incredibly loud, though. I will say that.
He's not that loud.
Oh, shucks. You don't say.
That outfit is incredibly loud.
I think if the movie was called Ernest Scared the Shit Out of Me, I don't know what to say.
Ernest scared me into the turlet. Hey, let's talk more about the Mandalorian. I'm kidding. Let's make a phone call.
I think a man was driving a DeLorean.
KBBB7's here. KBBB7.
All right.
I like KBBB.
Hey, I sure do like KB.
BBB7.
I'm old enough to know what KBB7 is.
Well, KB Toys.
Can you tell what the bakery items are in his avatar?
Well, we're going to start with a little bit of parfait, burnt peanut butter crust.
I hope you're not planning on busting those peanut busters.
Well,
a peanut buster parfait.
If I was Richard Pryor, I might be thinking about busting loose.
I think you have prior convictions.
Oh, I can't believe Randy Quaid's my neighbor again. All right.
Is that a tractor or a lawnmower or a military vehicle? We don't know.
That's what she said. Dang it, I got aborted.
Cody, call somebody up, man. Make a cowl. CAWL. Cowl.
We've been on for over 2 hours.
KB7 says Cody, Patrick, and question mark. It's Justin. So I don't know. Justin was only on the first season.
That's what my wife
Prank
calls me too. Yeah.
In question mark.
My wife. She called me question mark.
So KBBB7, I don't know if you were around when Justin was on the show back in 2014 and 15. But it's been a long time since he was on here regularly, but he's been back every once in a while.
He was on a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
we were having extreme technical difficulties.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think mostly due to a certain individual's internet access.
That could have been.
Asshole.
Son of a...
Never ever learned to read or write so well. He can play a guitar just like he's ringing.
Here's Marty McFly.
Go, Johnny, go.
See, that doesn't sound like Huey Lewis.
Go, Johnny, go, go, go.
It's definitely not Marty McFly. It's not Michael J. Fox.
He's not catching those musical notes with his guitar. Something's all fucked up here. Listen to us. 3 fucking assholes.
If you listen to it at 50% speed, it almost sounds like the power of love.
Yeah. Can we do the thing where we pull up on YouTube?
Your Honor, my client sped the song up 200%, so this is not a copyright claim.
The case is thrown out.
This is not a copyright claim.
I think it was LGN. LGN. Why would I even say LGN? What a fucking idiot.
Either way, if you see a colorful rainbow, you know it's a piece of shit game.
It's a shit covered rainbow.
Doesn't that sound just like Power of Love?
It's Power of Love.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to hear the breakdown here. We gotta wait to hear the... Here it is.
Don't need no credit card to ride this train.
Okay, so here's my theory is like, okay, you know how you can adjust the speed on these? Let's see.
No, I don't know if we did it on the show, but I've listened to that at 50% and it actually comes close to sounding like it.
Okay, I've got it at 25. I'll put it on 50 here though. Let's see what we got. Let's see.
Yeah. See?
That's a real deep cut.
No, it's...
It just doesn't
like exactly it.
But then this part up here, though, I don't know about. We should compare it to the real song. Like, what the fuck is this?
Don't need money, don't need fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train.
Okay, let's see if we can get to that other part. Is it right here?
Yeah, well, I don't know the lyrics, but...
You know that they say that love ain't true.
Yeah. I think that's it.
They say love ain't true. Okay.
The power of love.
That's the power of love.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, I think
It's
some
like
people
they
thought
made
that
the music and then they couldn't get the rights to it, so they just sped it up.
To where
the
it's
tempo.
almost unrecognizable, yeah.
But let's not forget.
Yeah, because I remember playing that at a friend's house, and I was like, the music didn't seem like it had anything to do with Back to the Future.
Right.
Let's see. Let's see what happens if we do this to it.
Clearly, that just descends us further into madness.
Yes.
I don't know if that's possible.
There's something here, though, that I think you guys should hear.
You want to get in the hot tub with me?
No, I don't.
There's something I think you should know. Is that a cassette of...
Yeah.
Sports came out in '83 that really came into their own, commercially and artistically.
What about Phil Collins?
The whole album has a clear, crisp sound and a new sheen of
Consummate professionalism.
that really gives the songs a big boost.
Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Yeah, let's make some
for fuck's
calls.
sake.
It's time. We're 2 hours and 10 minutes into the show. It's time.
We're on what's called borrowed time with some people here.
What says 30 seconds?
Cynical sense of humor. Hey, average, yes, Alan? Why are the copies and style section on the page? Do you have a dog? A little chow or something? No, Alan. Is
No.
that a raincoat? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
In '87,
This,
we released this.
And he's wrong when he says 87. That album came out in 86.
I was going to say, I thought maybe so too.
I'm
He's
pretty
right.
sure
How
there
they
are
fuck that
some
up?
inaccuracies about Phil Collins and Duke by Genesis also.
All right, let's make a call here. Hey, Paul. Yeah.
All right, folks. Now that's another movie I've seen as much of that as I have Flight of the Navigator.
Okay.
I've still never seen
You've never seen that all the way? That's a good movie.
the
You can check it out.
entirety of American Psycho.
I think I understand maybe something about that, Cody, because there are parts of that film that are kind of difficult to get through, like Train Spotting. I can't watch it anymore.
That's a movie I've seen all the way through.
Yeah. There's parts I don't
There's a
like. All right,
scene.
so-
There's a scene that I love in that, but you can't guess which one it is.
I'm the filthiest toilet in Scotland.
He dives down in that toilet.
He better dial that number.
All right.
Okay, let's call E.
Time to harass somebody, folks.
And,
Thanks a lot. Pran Funkels.
I may sign off here and then come back to end the show or something. I don't know.
Let's aggravate somebody.
Patrick's leaving us.
Oh no, Justin and Cody are left alone. Here we go.
I'll see. I'll see.
together.
I may stick around a little longer. I don't know.
That might be a good idea.
All right. First call of the night, folks.
All right, let's pee in somebody's mouth.
This is a cafe.
Do you know who's doing this?
Yeah, that's
Justin.
Good. Oh, okay. That's good information, man.
It's 24 hours, so they'll definitely answer.
The cafe.
They will not be busy. Full of drunk people.
Oh boy.
Now,
they've had enough of our shit already.
I should let the audience know. We'll give him one more ring.
Yeah, let's call him up.
And then one more. Okay.
Yeah,
I should let the audience know, in addition to the quarter of an edible that I ate,
attaboy,
I have eaten an additional quarter. So now I'm at my regular dosage.
Did you eat
half
a sweet potato?
Fuck you.
That's rude.
How dare you?
That's the question you never ask a man.
What a
Who's
mean
eating
thing to say?
Who's eating half an edible? You never asked.
Did you eat a potato? Fuck you.
What do I look like? Some kind of
So what am I? Some kind of
surplus?
What do
customer?
I live in? The United Kingdom in some grass?
Okay. Let's move on to this fitness number.
Oh, this will be good.
We're gonna try to fit this into an orifice. I'm fitting this into your ass.
Am I on this as well?
Oh.
ATC Fitness
is not available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Press the pound.
Hey, Gerald Grendinging. Hi, Gerald. Can you leave him a message? It's on the answering machine.
Who am I leaving a message for?
It's the ATC Fit.
Hey, I'm just trying to talk to somebody here about an issue that came up the other day. I found it was a jar of some kind of viscous liquid. It looked like mayonnaise, which had been out in the sun for a few days. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, tell me how it smelled like cucumber.
Well, that's beyond the point. Hey, on the way, I got some Cheap Trick. I gotta say that.
My asshole's really worn out from rubbing up and down on that piece of driftwood you left over on the porch.
That's all we got to say.
Maybe.
What's that other ringing?
Thank you. To send your message, press 3 or hang up. To delete your current message and record a new one, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To mark your message.
Gerald Grendinging. Hi, Gerald. Can you leave him a message? It's on their answering machine.
Who am I leaving a message for?
It's the ATC Fit.
Hey, I'm just trying to talk to somebody here
It
about.
sounds like a fat Grover.
Came up the other day.
That's a Muppety call.
Yeah, it's a Muppety.
The jar, some kind of viscous liquid. It looked like mayonnaise, which had been out in the sun for a few days. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, tell me how it smelled like cucumber.
Well, that's beyond the point.
It's like the Blue Eagle.
Hey, on the way, I got some Cheap Trick. I gotta say it.
My asshole's really worn out from rubbing up and down on that piece of driftwood you left over on the porch.
That's all we got to say.
March.
Maybe. To send your message, press 3 or hang up. To delete your current message and
I guess
record
I'll
your
press
message
3.
has been sent. To access
I
the
would
voice
press 3.
portal, press the star key.
Oh, shit.
Press
We
3
had-
and delete your currents.
We
Which is
dove
a
into
fruit.
the voice portal last weekend, and
Now let's get the fuck out of here.
I
and
gotta
call
be
somebody
honest, I regret diving into that portal.
What's that? Hey, wait,
We-
wait,
we
wait.
went-
Don't,
The only thing I
don't
ever-
anybody say anything. Listen, what's that ringing?
I don't hear any ringing. What are you talking about?
I don't
There is.
hear.
Okay. On the call, there was like in the background, like a muffled ringing.
Let me just publicly state the only thing I ever want to dive into, definitely not a voice portal. Definitely, yes, a vat of nachos.
Like Scrooge McDuck.
I probably should have had something queued up before I finished that sentence.
A bunch of tortilla chips shattering.
Yeah.
With a goopy noise in the background.
Maybe a Quaglos.
I got to be a natural man. Always so popular, always in demand.
Folks, that's at 120 BPM.
Paso, top, and 3 minutes later, you're a
Nacho man.
And for anybody who hasn't ever seen that commercial before, the visuals are
Well, the
just
very
better.
end of the commercial is the best part. It's backed out so far you can't see the guy's face. You just see his silhouette.
You see him jiggling around.
And his silhouette, which is all yellow and red, the color of nachos, which is
Which
his
he's covered his body in. And
Was that
and
Chi
his,
Chi's, by
his
the way?
skin color and hair color also yellow and red, or white and red. But anyway, at the very end of the commercial, it's like he's fencing, and he has an oven mitt as his shield, and then of course nachos in his other hand as
He's
as
fighting
his
off
sword.
He's fighting off coronary heart disease
Well, he's not doing that. He's kind of doing the opposite of that. I'd have to say.
Yes, actually, that's funny.
He's he's inviting coronary heart disease
with a K.
Just CORN.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
but we like to call him the Quaglos guy.
Quaglos. Well, what do we think? Let's aggravate somebody.
Well, that's not what we love people. We're just trying to.
Well, I do too.
The thing is,
actually,
the people,
I hate people.
The people end up getting aggravated. It's basically their own. It's usually their own fault.
Well, who do you think would most like to talk to me about nachos right now?
This person right here.
Okay.
Right. Tell him about the Nacho Man with his red hair.
Okay.
This Nacho Man seems like a red herring to me.
Well, he's a red-haired man.
This is Harbor Town Fitness. We are unavailable at the moment. We will get back with you as soon as possible.
Okay, I hung up.
Yeah. Yeah, we need direct contact with individuals.
We need angel answers.
Maybe I need to get the iPad out and.
I've got another number to call. It's a 24-hour business.
All right, good. I need somebody to come over here and open this safe up because I left my keys in there.
Did you leave
Hi,
me?
thank you for Perkins Restaurant and Bakery on Poplar Highland. This is Jasmine. How can I help you?
Hi, is this Seraphim?
Sir?
Is this Seraphim?
This is who?
Sorry, I thought you said your name was Seraphim?
No, this is Jasmine.
Oh, hi, Jasmine. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
I'm looking for something. I left some stuff over there. Are you guys still open?
You said you left some over here when?
Yeah, I left some stuff over there today. I wanted to come try to pick it up if I could. I don't know if you guys are still open right now. Can I walk in or?
Yeah, but what did you leave so I can see if it's here?
It's like a clear Ziploc bag with there's some material in there.
Quaglos material.
I'm sorry, my boyfriend's on the phone with me here too. His name's Kent. Kent, say hi to her, please.
Hi.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it.
Sure, just 1 second. All right, that's 1 second. I'm pissed. All right, what's in the bag, Cody?
Nothing's been turned in today.
Have you did you see anything? I think it fell out of my right pant leg as I was in the bathroom.
You said your pamphlet?
No, it was my pant leg. I sat down to use the toilet and I think that it had fallen, like maybe possibly wiggled out of my pant leg.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Sometimes my leg wiggles while I go to the bathroom. That's the end of that. She hung up.
Okay, now the call disappeared from the screen.
She slammed it down.
We like to not respond until we're totally
but when you hear that,
they hung up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes
Okay, that's fine.
They'll hang up and
your show, your rules. But
they'll think
when you hear that, yeah,
they'll think they hung up and they didn't or something.
Yeah, sometimes that's the thing. Yeah, sometimes they hang up and that they have like an archaic phone system.
Well, Cody, call him back, and I'll say, hey, somebody hung up on me, and I'm trying to find my problem.
What's your cash registers?
Call him back. Call him right back. and I'll take it. Yeah.
Was you killed a Grim Reaper?
Cody, you and I are married, and you gave me a
Thank
wedding
you for
ring.
calling Perkins Restaurant and Bakery on Poplar Holland. This is Jasmine. How can I help you?
Jasmine, somebody hung up on me.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. But no, nothing was turned in. Okay.
Well, somebody must have picked it up. My husband's wedding ring was in there as well.
Okay, nothing was turned in. It's nothing we can do about it.
Could you go look, please? Just go
Can
look
you
and
put
see.
something up, maybe on a marker board?
I've looked.
Can you
Did
put
you guys-
something on the goddamn marker board or something that says
Please, he's
there's
upset.
a ring?
I'm sorry
Okay.
he swore, but can you look and see? It's a wedding ring. It's a very special night. Are you there? Oh, she's pissed.
The cat's in the cradle, and so is your receiver. Yeah.
Cody, I hope that she finds the wedding ring. I don't think she's coming back, actually. I think she set it down.
I hear someone coughing on butter pancakes.
Yeah, let's
Winamp.
Let's when in Rome, hang up on Rome.
Paul, you always tell me to do that. And this time, I'm taking a stand.
Okay. Well, we could be here for a while, so
Let's make another call in the
let's do that.
meantime.
Absolutely. You know, one of my favorite places to call.
Not this one.
No, so far no good. How you doing?
Nice job.
Cool.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead, Cody.
Grab Munch. Can you get us?
You need a size?
Yes.
What size you need?
It's a Grunt Munch.
I said, what size you need?
Yes, Grunt Munch and Beverly Smeary.
Thank you for holding.
please.
This is Ashley. How can I help you?
All right, can you speak with Ashley real quick?
Hello.
Hi, Ashley. We connected you with can you speak to him for a moment about the tires?
May I ask who's calling?
I think Jeff disconnected about the tires, but we can go ahead and continue with the situation.
Yeah, we've got a flat top situation going.
So y'all realize that this is Perkins Restaurant and Bakery, right?
Yes, ma'am. We lost I lost a wedding ring there tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing has been turned into me.
Right. So could you go into the restroom and look there, like sort of near the where, if imagine you're sitting down and you're having a shit, wherever your feet might be. I think that the baggie fell out and the wedding ring fell down on the floor there. She's gone.
Officially, she's gone now.
Okay.
We don't like to announce it because you never know. A lot of times,
okay,
they try to hang up and then it stays connected and then the call ends up going. No, yeah. Sometimes you hear it.
A place like that, though, is not going to have that
Some people fear it.
sophisticated of a phone system.
Some people just won't go near it.
Some people fear it. Some people fear
it. Mr. Robert Brown.
No, you can tell you can hear the frustration. Okay, let me suggest something.
Call the next number in the list.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
So what was the guy you called? What was
the tire shop?
He was asking for a size.
We were on hold, and so
yeah,
I
you called
the tire shop.
Okay.
It would have been perfect if Cody had a good idea. That would have been perfect because when he answered,
I was trying to.
He goes, could you talk to her about the tire? Yeah, connect them, and that's the funniest shit ever. That's so fucking funny.
Except it didn't work.
When you connect others and get them fighting,
it don't work.
Don't work. But it was a valiant effort, I will say. Here, some people
just don't go near me.
Nobody just go.
The number you have reached, 9017.
If I had just even maybe a penny for every time I've heard something like that, I would be. I'd be
okay.
You would have $407 maybe.
I'm curious as to what this says. Patrick? Could you mute the account that the audio is coming from?
Can I do that?
We can just be quiet.
Hang on a second. I
can do it.
See, well, we used to when we used to use YouTube's interface, you could do that. There was a place where you could do that, but yeah.
I think I can.
Let's all just be quiet.
Well,
the number you have reached, 9017.
Yeah, it's muted now. So
disconnected. For directory assistance information, you may dial 411 or your directory assistance provider.
Folks, you didn't hear that here. That 411.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was
dial 211. You get the local high school sports updates.
That was a complete waste of time.
So was that the number you actually dialed?
Yes, and it's a lot of these numbers, they looked questionable.
Gentlemen,
and some,
if you don't mind,
some of them I made notes that it might not be a legitimate business that's still open.
I have to take a short break to urinate, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Short break to urinate. Take a bucket, take a bucket, take a bucket, take a bucket. Okay, this is a towing company.
Wish we had soundboards tonight.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Oh, that's helpful.
Goodbye.
That's helpful on a 24-hour tow service. Right. Can't even leave a message or anything.
In my notes, I do have that they might be out of business.
I guess that's a possibility. They just don't answer or don't check their messages.
See if we can get.
Tire shop.
Hi, Greg. Are you there? Well, that went well.
What the fuck? Hi, Greg. Burp, burp.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voice.
Tire shop. Tire shop. We're just sitting here collecting a check. We don't give a fuck about providing service.
It sounded like they were fixing a tire.
But the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Well, you've left me so many options.
BB is requesting that Moja be used. I don't know if you saw that. Moja.
24-hour door.
Oh. Mama's gonna kill me. You do?
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
I can just barely hear you.
Mama's gonna have the garage door. We'll get fixed.
I'm sorry?
My mama's gonna get the garage door fixed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
How much amount?
Well, weekends are more expensive than it would be for during the week. Is this something you wanted to handle for the weekend?
Yeah, she was gonna pull the cow in the garage. My finagle help too.
Next availability would be for tomorrow at this point. What you'd be looking at, it would be a weekend rate. And it would be $150 for a service call. That's for us to come in with tools and truck. And it's $150 for a minimum 1 hour, so it would be a $300 minimum on a weekend.
Oh, you talk to Gary. He's the one that's gonna pay for it. You talk to Gary.
Sorry?
Can you talk to Gary?
Well, I don't know Gary. I don't know who that is.
This is Gary.
Oh, you're Gary. Okay.
Right. Yeah, no, that's my brother. This is Gary.
Okay.
How much we talking there?
To have service during the weekend, it is more expensive. It's a triple time rate as opposed to during the week, which is a regular rate. Is this something that needs to be done on a weekend?
It's probably going to have to happen quick. I mean, she'll come home from the bar. She'd be pissed off. She's going to come home and say, "Where's our beers?" So.
Where's your what? I'm sorry?
She's going to come home. She'll come home aggravated over this, and then she'll say, "Where's our beers?"
Oh, I see. Well, I wouldn't be able to get you scheduled until sometime tomorrow at this point.
Well, the earlier the better. She'll come home. She'll beat us. She'll beat us.
There's nothing I can do about that.
No, I just want to get it done soon. She's aggravated. She's put beating on us. When she comes home, first thing she'll ask is, "Where's our beers?" And then first thing she'll notice, the garage door is all, it's all fucked up there.
Whompajawed.
Yeah, that's what she says too. When she comes in, she rolls up her sleeve. She says "Whompajawed" on us. Oh. And this is not your problem, but we have
Well,
to
I
deal
take
with
down
this.
your number at this point.
How soon?
We're pretty backed up at this point. And if I can fit you in, I'll give you a call back on this, okay?
Well, she's going to whip us.
Okay. Not a problem.
I'm a big old guy, too.
Number.
That sounds good, sir.
From there, okay?
Yeah.
It's a problem for us, though.
I'm sorry. I can't help you with that. So when you make a decision, let me know, okay? And just give me a call back.
What can we do in the meantime? Things are gonna close up. And
he hung up. Let's give him a call back.
He's gonna beat us.
Just say now. Can I think of something to say before you call back?
Right now in the taxi.
Say now. Could we put up something in lieu of the garage door? That maybe we put up a piece of cardboard that looks like a garage door. And she's pretty drunk when she gets home. Maybe she won't know. Do you think?
Sometimes she just crashes through the front door. We don't even know which way to anticipate it.
Do you know of a piece of corrugated cardboard that kind of looks as if it's a garage door that we can put up?
All right. Who's going? Cody?
Us.
All right. Who were we? What was his name? I was in the
Shane?
bathroom. Shane, okay.
Right. Nah, I don't know.
We're from up north.
You have reached the 24-hour emergency door repair. I am on another call with the customer. Please leave your name, contact name, phone number with.
Hang up.
It's one of them broads.
He's like not wanting to talk to you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No. We should make it seem like an emergency. Like we're really concerned.
Yeah, I need one of them broads to repair my door.
We're really concerned, and we don't want to seem too cheeky. Like we want to. We're up north, and she's really tough. We're the next Mike Tysons.
It's a Grayson situation.
Oh, there, he's not gonna.
Not gonna answer.
You have reached the 24-hour emergency door repair.
You're have reached.
Customer, please leave your company name, contact name, phone number.
Please enter your password, then press pound.
Oh, here we go.
All business. All business.
I'm sorry. This number is not
Not
valid.
1, 2, 3,
Please
4.
enter your
Fuck you then.
0000, of course, or 2. You know,
I was really eager to
2580. All the way
talk
down
to
there.
someone as Bertha.
Or that password might be ride my bike. I don't know.
I
You
like
could try that.
to ride my bicycle.
I'm coming into your galaxy. I'm coming in it well.
I'm gumming really hard.
All right.
On your back.
We need someone. Okay. This next one is very promising. Although I have to say, in the history of Pran Funkels, when I've seen this and been optimistic, things haven't gone quite how they were planned.
Just watch.
Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark.
In fact, numbers are being copied and pasted, and it's not working.
Into a Facebook.
Mr. Clark. Rock, roll, and remember.
That's got to be the best Wilford ever. We gotta cut and paste that shit into a fucking Audacity waveform.
This is a notary.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Surprise. He's a very entertaining person, by the way.
So many times there is a mobile notary number that claims to be 24 hours. I got to say,
well, it's Saturday night. Maybe they.
I think 10 out of 10 times on Pran Funkels.
Maybe they had a sip. You know, they're sleeping it off.
They had a sip like on Squidbillies.
Yeah, great big.
A super sip.
78-ounce sip, which is legal in New York.
It is large drinks like that.
That's another garage
in
door.
the Commonwealth of New York City. Bad luck tonight.
Susan's not having much luck with all those stoppers.
You have reached the 24-hour emergency door repair. I am on another call with the customer.
Is this another?
Please leave your company.
No, let's do this.
Did you mean to call them back, or was that another fuck up?
No, that was a totally different number, totally different area code.
And it dialed that same number.
It dialed the same
How the fuck do you even know what number, if you're dialing the right number, if that keeps happening?
Because I have two of those. I made sure that I didn't have any repeat numbers.
Okay, I've got the number.
Well, okay. We're moving on to the next number.
Okay, so can you mute me and I'll don't.
Yeah, we'll just dial this number.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Well, I just dialed the number.
That's fine. Dial a number. Yeah.
Macy's.
Hey, is it Macy's?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I thought you said Macy's.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
This
Macy's
is
Towing.
Macy's Towing. Can I help you?
Oh, sure. What are you doing for dinner tonight?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you.
Oh, it's okay. I asked what you were doing for dinner tonight. Could I interest, you in having dinner tonight? And maybe some towing as well.
She hung up.
It's tow.
What?
It's a towing company. It's a towing company.
Sorry, it sounded like she said Macy's.
Macy's Towing.
She did.
That's what I heard.
Oh, okay. That's why I said, is this Macy's?
Let's give her a call back.
Okay.
Say,
Try
sorry,
again.
I was just messing around with you. I just need something towed.
Okay. Okay.
Toad from American Graffiti.
My limousines broke down.
Need some memorabilia with him on it.
Oh, what fond memories of that memorabilia. She's not going to answer. I sent a number in the chat there.
Okay, I hung up.
Yeah, fuck her.
Now, might I ask what this number is?
Just listen in. Dick and Dong. I've also got another number here too.
Now I have to ask: is this a good idea?
Yes, it's yeah.
We're calling a police department. Yes.
Yeah, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police on myself.
Call the police. If you call this number again,
call the police, Alf.
How can I help you?
Can I have room 109, please?
Sure. Sure, sir. How can I help you?
Sorry. Can I have a 107?
I don't.
Yeah, you guys have. You guys have. I'm looking for somebody in 108 or 109. I'm sorry. 109's. They're not answering there.
I think there's nobody in 109.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I meant to ask for 108.
Give me 1 second.
Sure, no problem. Thanks.
Gordelsons. Yes.
I'll transfer you to 108.
Okay. That's fun. Mustache. Okay. Hang up. Because we don't want to waste this. But I think there's an opportunity here. Hang up.
Okay. I hung up.
All right. Try the second number that I left there in the chat. With the 25. And I have an idea.
Sorry, I have to scroll up. So I was putting
I
some
think
ideas in the chat.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. So we'll try it. Doesn't work out.
Let's give this a try.
Let's folks. Thanks for listening to Pran Funkels. We sure are glad you're here. We're gonna try to entertain.
Thank you for calling this season.
Hi, sweetheart. Is there anything? Can you see the vending machine there from where you're at, or are you? Is it there?
We don't have a vending machine, sir.
Okay. Can you connect me to room 204, please?
204?
Yes, ma'am.
Is nobody in 204.
Is it? Oh, maybe it's 104. I might have written that down wrong. I'm sorry. I might have written that down wrong.
Where you calling at? Do you know that?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
nobody in 104 and nobody in 204.
That doesn't seem right.
Huh?
Well, I'm trying to connect with somebody that is here to visit from out of town.
It's Robust Regulations Production Company. Did you tell her?
No, I didn't. I didn't tell her that.
Tell her the name of the company that's making the movie that we're trying to goddamn film.
We're not supposed to tell anybody that right now, Derek. Can we try?
I'm sorry.
Can we try 102?
Sir, we don't have a 102 also. Can you tell me the name of the person?
Yes, Smith.
Robert.
I'm trying to find Mr. Smith tonight. We're creating a film. It's an adult horror, sort of slasher slash erotica. It's going to be the next big thing, and they're staying there in your hotel tonight.
It's Jesus Christ, hopped up hobgoblins, if you can imagine.
It's going to be fire. It's going to be like his mixtape.
It's Elvis Presley meets Helen Hunt.
And if you can imagine where we're going with that, it's going to rhyme with Helen Hunt. Can you find Mr. Smith?
Okay, she hung up.
After all that bullshit. Jesus hopped up what? Jesus. It's Elvis Presley meets Helen Hunt.
All right, Cody, call back the first number in the chat, and let me take it from there, because I think
that man has a small spotty mustache.
I think that man.
Do you know where these places are we're calling?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
They're both here, and
they just like really Fleabag motels.
Where your brother is. Yeah. Okay.
So you're saying not Missouri?
No.
Sure,
well,
sir. How can I help you?
Hey, let me speak to Justin Bieber, bitch.
Give me 1 second. All right.
All right, cool. Hook me up, nigga. Man, he about to put me on with Justin Bieber, y'all. Hey, everybody shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. He gonna put me on with Justin.
What was the name you said?
Justin Bieber. He's from Canada.
Oh. He's not here for sure.
All right. So for sure, for real, this room 207. I know this because my girlfriend told me this. She's seen me on Facebook.
In that room either.
You guys on Facebook?
I'm sorry?
Check this out. Room 106. Bam.
I'm gonna hang up.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I'm just trying to find Justin.
It's a grunt munch situation, sir.
He told me to come over. He has some salamis too.
I apologize for the grunt munch. Ah, that asshole hung up.
All right, here's what
I wanted you to say. You don't have to hang up, but you do have to hand solo.
What's really funny?
Already doing that.
Those two numbers that we called.
There's two of them.
I happen to know for sure that they're occupied in those small numbers, in the 106s, 107s. There's people in there, man.
Well, they're not busy. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that guy connected you to 2 or 3 different rooms, didn't he? And just nobody answered. So,
well, the first one there, but it doesn't matter if they didn't answer. There's somebody in there passed out or something.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's passed out on the floor with a needle in their arm. Yeah.
Yeah, they're afraid of giving that away.
But they connected us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what Patrick's saying is right. Yeah.
Oh,
I do have an. I have an. Cody, you go. But I do have another idea as well. But Cody, you go first.
I'm gonna take off here in a couple minutes.
I'm gonna
go get something to eat.
I'm gonna go play Luigi's Mansion 10.
Just back me up on this one if necessary.
Thank you for calling MBS Fitness. This is Best Jim. We can't answer the phone at the moment, so please leave a message, and we'll call you back as soon as we can. Or go to our website, mbsfitness.net, and send us a message through there. We'll talk to you soon.
That guy sounds like a real meathead.
We got Griefusons, and we're peeling the label off, and we're thinking about you when we do it.
It's tapered. It's tapered on one end. Hello.
Taskmaster. Spin away.
All right, here we go. He's got 33. He's got 38. He's got 44.
Okay, I hung up because it was obviously not an automated.
It's really regular
system.
It's pretty fucking funny.
That was a good improv, though.
It's tapered on one end.
Yeah, at that point, I was hoping we could listen back to it, but
it's an answering machine.
I found a phone number that ends in turn.
I found a phone number that ends in Zach Galligan making another Gremlins movie.
It ends that way? Weird. How do you dial that?
We'll try
It's 1-800-WAXWORK.
Okay.
Try one of those numbers there as you see fit. I guarantee they're both open and awaiting our call. Hot and horny phone calls.
Just waiting for us to call them.
Yeah. Waiting for us to aggravate them. And that's okay because, what we do is harmless. We're just...
Well, that first number is disconnected.
Okay.
All right. It says, please try again.
Shame on me. Don't do it twice.
Now I'm going to try to be nice.
Serve the first slice.
Well, if it starts with a P.
if you're nearest the closest fire exit, then yeah.
All right, let's get that other number. See if it's as much bullshit as the last number that Justin gave me.
Complete bullshit coming from Justin tonight. It's Pran Funkels, and it's going to be terrible.
This is the 8 ending area code number.
Thank you for calling the Econo Lodge.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Econo Lodge.
Yes, I left a brief. I'm missing a briefcase.
Okay.
Okay, so do you inspect the rooms yourself personally, or how does that work?
No, housekeeping does that.
Oh.
So you were a former guest here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what was your dates of stay?
Oh, it was just December. Let's see.
States of day, more like.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I've got my boss is also on the line with me. He's very concerned because I lost a very important leather briefcase.
Okay.
That's why we're calling it.
Right. It's about
What were your dates of stay?
Let's see. What was it, Stan?
I'm
gonna
I
go.
stayed in for a long time.
All right,
Tell
just a
you
moment.
that.
Just a moment, sir. Let me speak to her.
Okay.
Who are we speaking with? What's your name?
This is Mary Beth.
Hi, Mary Beth. So it's leather bound, and they're one side of it kind of fell apart. So there's like some swing line staples holding it together on the side, but it's Corinthian leather. It's a very beautiful briefcase. It's from New York.
Okay. Again, what were the dates of stay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't repeat that. I think December 9th through 11th. Right. And then we had like a little bit of a incontinental breakfast as well.
Okay. And what was the room number?
It was I'm gonna go with 6069. No, I'm sorry. It was all ground level. You guys have a small place there. It was like 109 or I think it was 109.
Okay, there are no such room numbers at the Econo Lodge.
So was it upstairs or how does that work?
I don't know. You would have to tell me. I wouldn't know where to go start.
I mean, we travel a lot. It's very difficult for me to remember all these room numbers, but there was a very nice briefcase.
I'll be honest, ma'am. I proposed at a few different places, and we're just trying to pinpoint where that was so we can take pictures to put on Instagram.
Right. And Mary Beth, I'm sorry to waste your time, but my boss is pissed.
Well,
he's had it.
I am his boss, but it goes beyond that.
He's highly aggravated, and we're not supposed to be doing this kind of stuff that we're doing at hotels.
Okay, I don't have anything that was turned into the front desk. If this happened back on the 9th, it's now what, 5 or 6 days later?
It would have been at the latest the 12th. I think
Let's try not to talk too much about dates.
Well,
for legal.
Well, I need a starting point to know where to
she
look.
Does, sir. She doesn't know.
Lost and found is always reported by date.
Right.
What's your last name?
My last name is West. W-E-S-T.
First name?
It's his.
My first name is Bear. B-E-A-R.
But it's not my last name. It's just his.
Well, that's right. She understands that.
What room? What name was the room?
It was on the second. It was on the second floor. The last name would have been.
It had a Curtis Armstrong theme on the. There was a poster on it.
Right. He's right. It was kind of stretchy as well. But nobody could figure out.
Without a reservation name, I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
Curtis Armstrong.
There's nothing here in the Lost and Found.
Does Curtis Armstrong ring a bell?
Well, if you stayed here, you should know what name the room was under.
Well, so
That's what I'm saying. Is
we travel in business. Right. So okay, let's get down to the brass tacks.
This place had a vending machine.
Can you see the vending machine there from where you're sitting, or
without a name, room number, and stay? I cannot research this.
Curtis Armstrong is what I'm saying.
He said it very clearly.
Okay, I am not pulling up any type of reservation name with a Curtis Armstrong.
All right, Mary Beth, could you look under Handley Industries, Handly, Handley.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I don't think you looked yet, have you?
Yeah, I'm looking.
How far is it to walk from where you are to where the vending machine is. Maybe.
Again, I won't do any further research without a name on the
Right.
reservation and the date of stay.
Okay, I've given you my last name.
We have no briefcase in Lost and Found.
All right.
I got to be honest. I'm just wondering if we even stayed there, Mary Beth.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is maybe check another hotel that you might have been at.
Oh, geez. You hear that, sir?
That's what I'm wondering. Are we even calling a hotel at this point?
If they would have found something in the room, they would have tried to attempt to make contact with the phone number that was on the reservation. Okay, there is nothing.
What do you think about
lost
that,
and
sir?
found. There's no notes here about any briefcase being found in the last 20 days.
What if a briefcase has not been found, and it's sitting just to the right of the toilet there?
No, it would have been located if there was something left in the room.
What if the staff didn't tell you it was located because there's a lot of money in it?
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
There's also a couple of plastic
I cannot do
baggies.
any more research without the name.
There are several.
Hey.
Ma'am, there are several Yonoid cartridges. So there's
If you want to call and talk to someone who works during the day.
Yes, we do.
Anything above
right,
3.
Right now, if I can have the
too
number
many
to call.
Yonoid cartridges.
Right, there's Yonoid and he ruins pizzas. So we've got to.
I mean, I can take down your name and number and have someone contact you probably on Monday. I don't know if anybody will be in tomorrow.
Okay, sir, do you have a number that she could call back on?
Yes, I think it's a chat apparent number.
Okay.
It's 402-882-2083.
And what's the name?
Crunt. Mom.
The key spelled that, sir. It's German, so he's gonna have to spell it for you.
It's KRUNT.
K-I-M-U-N. Can you start at the beginning?
Yes. Go ahead, sir. Please. We can't lose this. We can't lose this case.
KRUNT space MUN, and there's kind of an eyelet. What do you call that thing? It's kind of an eyelet.
Actually, in English, it's KRUNT, and then it's going to be MUNT, probably. Yeah.
There's dots above the U, and I think it's called a eunuch.
It's a eunuch. It's all in one.
There's a eunuch above the dots.
Yeah. And there's going to be some guys very concerned about how that's spelled. So I just don't want to.
No, that's it.
Okay. I don't want any discrepancies.
So I have KRUMT.
Correct.
Is that it?
You can start with that, and then So.
And don't forget the space. No line.
That's not.
Anyway.
Do you have the phone number to call
I
back?
have 402-882-2083.
Yes, ma'am. You need to call back to Crunt. Yes.
Yeah. So again, what they're going to ask for is the name on the room and the dates of stay.
Right, and we want to make sure that we recover the Eagle Bake in there.
Do a what?
It's an Eagle Bake. It's basically it's a. So what we're doing is we're trying to transition our brand, and so we're a product development company, and we're trying to transition.
Yeah, I don't need all that. You're looking for a briefcase. I understand that.
Right.
We're trying to get
the name on the room and the date.
Trying to cut out the grunt munch.
Right. I'm
factor.
sorry, sir. I'm sorry that I'm on with him. He's very upset because he's afraid that we have a lot to lose here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling him not to say too many things to the wrong person or too little things to the right person. And either way,
all we need to research
he could be making a
is the
mistake.
name on the
and
room.
I hope you understand. That's what I have anxiety about. Oh, God.
Okay. Right now we have nothing in Lost and Found. Now that's not to say that if they
It
found
stars
it and
David
it was valuable,
Spade and
probably locked
Artie
it up.
Lang.
Okay, well,
But in the Lost and Found,
Right.
that I'm
Starring
seeing.
David
There's
Spade.
no briefcase in there.
Okay.
And
well, if
and
you
Artie
see-
Lang.
If you
Yes.
see it, just if you see it, just pick it. When you see it, and you discover it. Just say, pick it up and just call it Crunt.
Yep. Okay.
That's the one. We need it back.
But I'm not seeing anything.
We need it back.
About a found briefcase. So.
Well, if you're not seeing
have a-
Crunt, you're not seeing everything that you need to
and
see.
I'm personally attached to the briefcase. I call it my attaché.
He's physically
liebe dich.
attached.
I need it back really bad.
I'm sorry, what?
Ich liebe
she hung-
dich.
What was that? The call has ended.
Okay.
Were you playing a clip there?
Yeah, I put in Google translation to German. I put "I love you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Ich liebe
I kept
dich.
hearing it.
Ich liebe dich.
That's funny.
That was
Well,
pretty interesting there. It's just amazing she didn't hang up on you.
Hey, I'm glad I
three-
found a good
3
number.
hours ago.
How'd you find that?
I don't know. I just did.
And that was fun. Just
Somebody's got a
blurting
cell phone.
shit out.
Just yeah,
noise.
fucking with her, like just. And
Well, that was really funny there. It's like, if you see it, just call it a Crunt.
I kept like spelling that name.
Justin was like, "Oh, it's German." Like,
I was trying to think of what an umlaut was, and
yeah, that's what I was putting in the chat. Umlaut.
Just call it Crunt. Just talk to Crunt.
Just talk to Front, and he'll tell you what the yeah. So
okay, so
All right,
what?
so we need another shot at this.
What did we just call?
I've got to go piss again. I'm sorry. I've got to pee so bad. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. We called it
All right.
Science Day America. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, Patrick, do you want to do this call?
not really. I'm I really need to go. I've been having fun listening to this stuff. So
If you have one, I'll wait to pee and I'll do it right now.
No, go ahead.
No, just for the sake of the show, people don't have to wait. I'll go ahead, fire it up.
Well, Patrick, do you have to go?
I'll stick around for a little bit longer. I really wanted to find this.
He doesn't wanna
I
do
wanted
it.
Justin to hear something here.
Okay.
So here it is. I'll play it real quick here.
This. What did you hear when you dialed 1-900-909-1212? Call 1-900-909-1212 and find out why people are laughing. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. Did you ask your parents before you dialed?
No,
Did you
I
call
didn't.
Laugh Line? And what's that number?
Here it goes.
1-900-909-1212!
So that's the 1212 right there. That's the famous. See if I can get it queued up. Oh shit.
This. 909! 1212!
It'd be funny to get somebody on the phone.
It's one of my favorite things of all time. And Patrick knows how to give his buddy a Christmas present.
Something that stop poking that man in the larynx with the freeze-dried green bean.
It's the best. It's the best ever, and few things will ever be better than that, because I've known a few things and none of them are better.
Well, you made me forget what I was going to say.
Sorry,
Hey, Patrick,
you stop
the answer to
poking.
this
That you
question
saying
is-
stop poking that man or something?
His larynx with a freeze-dried green bean.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
Oh God, yeah, I love that commercial.
Okay,
we got the Eagle Bake.
Oh yeah, so
we did mention the Eagle Bake.
go ahead, Cody.
So one of my favorite things about that commercial is, and it's very, it's a definite example
I gotta go piss. I'll be
of the. Well, you can listen back to the show.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, go piss. That's an example of the kind of shit that went on in the 80s.
90s, actually, probably around 1990.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 99.
This!
I don't know what that
Around that.
is at the beginning. I guess that's how it started.
No, I think it's supposed to be like this comedy show just ended and they're
Yeah.
interviewing people or something.
Yeah.
12!
Yeah, so example of the bullshit that would be on, commercials that people got away with, but the part where and we know this like any 900 number commercial that you would see in the 90s,
right?
Number. They obviously had to mention getting your parents' permission
Right.
at a certain point.
Yeah. Did you get your parents' permission? I'm 45, but yes.
So
I
it's
got my
funny,
parents'
like their approach to it on that was like,
just in case, we got to throw that in.
to just ask somebody in the commercial if they did.
Yeah.
Which obviously now, like, if that was the case, they would not be able to get away with that. Like that's not the same thing as telling kids to get their parents' permission.
I know, yeah.
It's like it had to be mentioned in the commercial. Or
yeah.
Those specific words had to be uttered.
Right. It's kind of funny, this space keyboard sometimes.
This!
Is it saying miss there?
12!
Let's make a Pran Funkels.
All right. 10 more minutes, I gotta go.
Uh-oh.
What?
Thank you for calling Econo Lodge.
I'm sorry, what?
Econo Lodge.
Yes, we had Grattington's. Ma'am?
I'm sorry?
We had a presentation involving the Grattingtons.
How can I help you?
Okay, I hung up.
It did dial the same number. That was Mary Beth again, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yes, it definitely was. Yep.
Yeah, and I copied and pasted this number. That's not the same one.
You have to get a more. I don't know. Does that shit happen in Windows too?
Well, this happened on the last episode.
Yeah.
And it seems like it happens like a certain amount of numbers in, suddenly paste doesn't work. Or something. It keeps pasting a previous number.
Or maybe the copy function isn't working or something. So you're not copying a number when you think you are or something. All right.
Oh boy. Thank you.
Thank you for calling the Econo Lodge.
Hello. Hello. Are you there?
Econo Lodge.
Yes. My grandpa is here. He's wanting to talk to you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Grandpa, go ahead. Just walked in, the phone was ringing, so I didn't.
It keeps dialing the same number.
Oh,
like that was the same woman.
It's a.
All right, that was.
It's a different number. I don't know if it's connecting to the same place. Call him back.
It's the same woman. We just call it again. Like you've called her.
Put in the chat, Justin. Put in the chat what the number was.
I thought the number ending in 85 was the number.
That's not what I was calling.
Yeah, call the last number I sent in the chat there.
Well, that's the one we just talked to, though.
Okay, all right, stand by.
And that was the woman you guys just pranked for a long time a minute ago. So that isn't going to be good.
Well, I don't know how that. Okay, all right, stand by. Make small talk. You know. All that
here's another number. Let's call this number.
Yeah, but make sure it's actually dialing a different number.
It is.
Can you do
it's
that?
Not even the same area code. Yes.
I've got a really good one.
Hi, thanks for calling the 24-hour Walgreens at the northwest corner of Poplar Avenue. What do you want to talk to them about?
Bullshit and stuff like that.
Sorry, I didn't understand. You can say things like, I want to know if my prescription is ready.
I want
to
know.
I'm calling about a refill.
What you're thinking.
So how can I help you?
I want to know if my addiction is ready.
I want to know.
12! Sorry, I didn't understand.
See if we can get.
You can say things like, I want to know if my prescription is ready. Or, I'm calling about a refill.
To show me.
How can I help you?
I want to go to Shoney's.
Sorry, I didn't understand. You can say things like, I want to know if my prescription is ready. Or, I'm calling about a refill.
Don't
so, how can I help you?
Tell me what I can say.
Store.
Sorry, I didn't understand. You can say things like, I want to know if my prescription is ready. Or, I'm calling about a refill. So, how can I help you?
Store.
Okay, I'm connecting you to someone who can help. Just a reminder, the store's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can stop by anytime you like.
Store this in your random access.
Please remain on the line to speak with a member of our staff.
Maria, toilet paper.
Pardon? Maria, toilet type purchases? They hung up.
What was that?
It just said Maria.
Somebody picked up and somebody picked up and didn't realize they had picked up, and then just hung up.
It sounded like a voicemail, except it hung up.
No, that sounded like somebody picking
Hi,
up.
thanks for calling the 24-hour Walgreens at the northwest corner of Poplar Avenue. What do you want to talk to them about?
Store.
Okay, I'm connecting you to someone who can help.
Do you
Just a reminder, the store's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can stop by anytime you like. Please remain on the line to speak with a member of our staff.
I'll do that for you.
Thank you for phoning our 24-hour Walgreens. How may I help you?
Hey, how you doing? I was my dad told me about we're trying to make this fantastic barbecued chicken. And they told me that if have you heard about the beer butt chicken where you can use a
No, I haven't.
You could use
Hold on just a second. I'm busy. Hold on just a second.
Sure.
And then let's see. Thank you, dear. Appreciate it. You should have.
And there
she
it
hung up.
went. There it went. Okay.
This woman doesn't know how to operate the phone, obviously.
We can't talk about barbecue. All right, let's try that. Try that last number I put in there in the chat. Patrick, you really brightened my day, man. I've had like a couple of really bad days that made me laugh. I was peeing and I was laughing.
12.
How often, let's go on record here, how often do I send pictures to you and Cody of what time of day with the exact date?
Yeah.
I do it all the fucking time.
Yeah, I really
Dwarf.
wanted to do a 12-12 show on Thursday night, and
I'm sorry I couldn't do it.
And then I couldn't do it. Thursday night was 12-12. It was December 12th.
I have been feeling so bad for so long.
I wanted to do a Thursday night show at 12 p.m., which is 12:12 Eastern, which is when the full moon is at its peak. Peak.
It would have what a beautiful day today makes.
But I couldn't. I felt like shit. I was sick. So, and I was sick last night too. Felt like
we're always sick.
And I kind of feel like shit now. So I'm gonna sign off here in a couple minutes for real.
Do a fucking game night because we were sick. It fucking sucks.
That's all right.
That's kind of like when
Cody, you're so loud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's all right. He's okay.
It's like
Jesus told me so.
Godzilla entered the room with his pants down.
What's the American movie quote? It's all right. It's okay.
It's okay. Jesus told me so.
I'll be there for you when you're in the room.
While Uncle Bill is sitting on a tarp that he's peeing on, or for some reason, I never understood that clip. The whole time they're making him repeat that like 40 fucking something plus times. They've got him sitting on a rolled up tarp in the car, like he's just gonna lose his bowels. Uncle Bill.
Well, I don't know about you.
But I want you to dial that last number so I can lose my bowels.
I'd like for it to copy so that it'll paste.
I'm gonna fancy him. I've got a secret message.
So open up Notepad or your Notepad, whatever.
Okay.
That is, and just to make sure it pasted in there to make sure it pasted for real.
It worked this time.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I need.
I'm gonna get some robot flavored flyers.
I need some affordable towing.
Okay.
Like, yeah, time to get up. If you're on time, you're 5 minutes late.
They're not gonna fucking answer.
Hello.
And that's how the West was won, folks.
Hello.
No.
I only left a secret in your toilet. Good night. I'm hanging up. Okay.
The toilet had a sore throat, so you left the secret in. Did you give it? That's a honor student's way of upper decking. An upper decker puts its sucret in the toilet tank. Just, there. Gotcha, you sneaky snakes.
I got you.
Next time they flush the toilet, they're going to be like, what's that very faintly medicine-y smell?
Okay. I've got it. I've got it.
I have another number.
Go for it.
Let's dial that.
All right. But I've got it, though, after that. And I'm going to make you guys breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah. Hope you're gonna.
You know I make the best breakfast. I even lay it next
drive
to
a few hours
while you're.
Services, how can I help you?
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing well. How can I help you, sir?
Good. So I left a comb and a basement there.
towing.
Let him know.
I'm sorry. What's going on?
My dad's on the phone too. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Hi, hey Dad. You could tell him what you left there.
Oh,
Go ahead, Dad.
Oh, I don't know. It said towing or something.
Right. So he's missing that as well. I can't figure it out.
All right.
He's not speaking very clearly.
But yeah, you need your vehicle towed. One of you guys, you're having some car trouble.
Right.
It's at the corner on Wieners.
He's had a lot to. He's had a lot to drink. So,
I do not drink.
Don't talk so much. Let me just speak to them.
Okay. What do either of you know the address where the vehicle is located?
Yeah, it's over there. I'm not entirely sure he walked.
It's too bulky. That's my problem with it.
Don't talk so much. Let me just speak to him.
I'm sorry.
I think it's at the corner of West and Vine.
West and Vine. Okay. Okay, and sure, all right.
It's a Lincoln Continental.
And what kind of vehicle is it?
So I can't get him to stop foraging. Dad, are you done foraging?
Consider it ridged.
Don't.
All right, I'm gonna put it on mute.
Okay, he's gonna put himself on the mute.
Okay, all right, not a problem.
He's got a Lincoln Continental, and there's like he's got one of those beaded seats there. You know Put it on mute, Dad. He can't fucking hear me.
Okay, yeah, I'm still here.
There's church in the morning, and he's acting like a fucking idiot.
I
He's got to go to church tomorrow morning. Every fucking Sunday, I've got money in the plate there. He's acting like this with you.
Okay, not a big deal. But all right, so he's right there by Weston Vine. Yeah, you said.
I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's Weston. What is it?
He's
city. It's Western.
He's putting in a quarter. He's gonna try to continue on some arcade or something.
Don't be quiet. Be quiet. Don't play the go to bed. That's the waking up noise.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. So, so it's Western, and what was the other street?
What was the other street, Dad? Don't. Turn off
heard the
television and tell him where the car.
That was not me. That was them playing the wake up and go to sleep song.
Turn off the Nintendos.
That was them playing the wake up and go to sleep.
All right. Well, tell my kids to shut up. I'm not sorry, sir. Sorry, I'm not at the house. My kids, his grandkids are over there.
No worries, sir.
I've been at the bar since like noon today.
No, they were playing the wake up and go to sleep, and then he decided it was time to leave the bar.
Okay, can I put you on for 1 second, sir? I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Oh, what is this? Oh, jeez, what is this? Oh, this music here. This music here, I tell you. 12! Oh, this music here makes me want to say 12-12.
Don't use any profanity.
I just said the T word. 12.
This guy's too nice.
This guy's.
Oh, here comes the crescendo.
I really crashed into my ears.
hope he comes back. 12! We need him back. 12! This is, you know what? This is exactly what you deserve.
Sounded like Zelda 3.
Zelda 10. The wake up and go to bed mask.
Yeah, playing that goddamn to wake up and go to sleep song.
Patrick is giving us advice.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
But when you hang up, call right back. All right, when you hang up,
I'm gonna sign off because I'm gonna have we were on perma hold there.
No, listen. Hey, before you go, Patrick, this number right above that there in the chat that I set there.
Okay.
Fire away. Get him.
Make sure your copy works.
I don't see what number you're talking about.
It's ends in 71.
Oh. No.
Okay, hey folks.
Is there a plan for this?
Thanks. There's always a plan.
There's always a plan, Stan. Those toilets don't get secrets by themselves.
We can't log those chillers by ourselves, Rick. Folks, thanks for listening to Pran Funkels tonight, and I hope you're having fun.
Okay, I'm dialing this number.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
Nope.
Thank you for calling the Elephant Run. Book your next party at the Elephant Run or one of our spacious banquet rooms. Call Jan at 918-746.
Wrong number. God. How in the fuck? How in the fuck?
What?
Thanks for calling.
I'm familiar with that place. Cody is too.
Yeah, it's over there. It's over there in Cedar Rapids. I've been there several times.
And that was the number you submitted, right?
Yeah, I don't know why that's going. Maybe there's more than, I don't know. I guess there's more than one. Because they are attached to a
Howard Johnson's.
Well, you could say that. Yeah.
Just teasing you here. Give you a little tease.
Okay. I have another. I have something else. I'll put it in the chat. I don't know what happened. That's enough of that.
You tired of that? Had enough?
Hi, thank you for calling. Papa Helen, this is Jasper. How can I help you?
Hey, my dad. Can you talk to my dad for a second?
You got who?
My dad. My dad. I think my dad wants to talk to you guys. He's not feeling good. Can you talk to him for a second?
Your dad?
My dad.
Okay, what's his name?
Brian.
Oh, he's dining in?
No, he wants to talk to you. He has a question.
I'm Brian, and then what's my name? And sitting at restaurants is my game. I just like hearing the music they let me hear when I sit at restaurants.
Thank you for holding. This is Ashley. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hi. I was sitting at your restaurant earlier today, and I'd like to officially submit a response Is that okay?
You would like to what?
Officially submit a
I can't understand
response.
anything you're saying.
I would like to officially submit a response in writing, a formal notice. You know what I mean?
I don't. I can't understand what you're saying, sir.
He said he likes your food a lot, and he liked the waitresses and stuff.
It's called English.
He's older. You got to slow down and listen. Oh, what a bitch!
I have a.
You know what? I think we found
receiver.
She's a crunt.
That's tonight's Pran Funkels Crunt of the night.
Crunt.
What are you gonna do if she acts like somebody acts like a crunt?
I just hose it off, dummy. Okay, let's try that number again. This time,
all right.
This time, Grandpa won't talk. I'll talk.
Okay, Cody, just call me.
Same number I
when
just
you're ready
called?
Yeah.
Call me when you're ready to sign off. Okay, I have
yeah,
kids
after this.
We can sign off whenever, Patrick, if you're ready to go to bed. I'm going to take his notes.
Perkins on Poplar and Highland. How can I help you?
Hi, Poplar on Highland?
That's the one.
I can't figure out where the car is.
Is there something I can do for you tonight?
Yes, I'm trying to find where we parked the car. My grandpa, he walked home.
So you're trying to find out if he left the car here?
Yeah. So is there a way that somebody can maybe go out and see if if the car is there? There's no way.
No, sir.
So you can't help me.
It's a 1987.
There's no way that I can go outside and look and see if a car is in my parking lot, sir.
So you don't have anybody that can go out and look and just see if the car is there? No, and why not?
Pardon me?
Are you chicken?
Pardon me?
You can't go out and see if our car is in the parking lot.
No, sir. If you've lost your vehicle, you can call the Memphis police.
No, we're calling you. We won't call the police.
If you're missing your car, those will be the people to call.
No, we think we left the car in your parking lot.
Okay. Well, if you want to call an Uber and come and look.
I don't know.
Is there a Mercury Cougar in there or not?
Is there anything else I can do for you tonight?
He's looking
please
he's looking for his
look for
Mercury
my
Cougar.
Mercury Cougar. Is that other thing you can do for me tonight? Yes.
Oh, don't be
Hello?
rude. We're looking for a car.
Mercury Cougar.
So if you call the Memphis Police Department, they'll help you with any missing vehicles, okay?
I have more important things on their plate than looking for my car.
Well, a missing vehicle is pretty important, so call Memphis Police and they'll take care of you, okay?
Well, he said the meal was very nice that you served.
Pardon me?
He said the meal was very nice.
Okay, wonderful.
All right,
As Steve Buscemi is trying to color on your nutsack with purple.
Please don't call this number again or I will report you to Memphis Police.
That's one of those good hang-ups.
Man, I think I know the answer to all my problems.
The Memphis Police.
Yes.
The meal was nice. Call the Memphis Police.
Solved every fucking problem you can imagine.
All right, if you want to try that last number, fine. If not, I'm good.
I'm sorry. By last number, do you mean the one I keep pasting?
No, the one that I put at 241 in the chat.
Okay.
And if not, I'm gonna go to bed.
I think I copied it and I pasted it, and I think it worked. Are you ready?
Sure.
Last call of the night.
Or are you guys
for me?
Are you guys wrapping up?
Yeah, I have to.
I mean, I have kids that are going to be awake like in
I have to.
2.5
late.
hours probably.
Yeah. And I've just been informed.
We regret to inform you what?
I'm probably too noisy.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
Problems. All right.
Thank you for choosing the Deluxe Inn, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know your party's room number? Dial that number now.
Cool.
For front desk help, reservations, or further assistance, dial 0. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Deluxe.
Please hold while I connect you to your party.
I had to do this. I'm sorry.
Please call.
Thank you for choosing the Deluxe Inn, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Are you
Know
choosing
your
a
party's
number?
room number? Dial that number now. For front desk help, reservations.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. And
Please hold while I connect you to your party.
What is the deal with Oklahoma? They're fucking retarded. What I meant to say is they're fucking idiots.
Thank you for choosing the Deluxe Inn,
So
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
you just keep dialing it.
Know your
What are the room numbers there?
Please hold while I connect you to your party.
Please hold. Please hold.
Thank you for choosing the Deluxe Inn, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What is the room
Know
number
your party's
there?
room number? Dial that number now. For front desk help, reservations, or further assistance, dial 0. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Just dial 0 for crying out loud.
Are you trying numbers?
Please hold while I connect you to your party.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, now this.
Thank you for choosing the Deluxe Inn, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know your
If you could
party's
just get a room number
Dial that
where
number
somebody
now.
would answer, maybe.
Front desk help, reservations.
Try 208. I don't know.
I can't stop laughing.
Such a ridiculous.
Oh my
Okay. Well, University Security.
No, that's not. No, we're not. We're not calling that.
Oh God, I don't know what it is about that city.
Radiated Park.
That city, in that state, it's like you. When we try to fuck with them, you get that kind of shit, and you get it on a regular basis. And
well, this has probably been a very interesting episode of Pran Funkels.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yes, it has. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Some naughty men have done naughty things.
They're not supposed to be doing what they're doing. So.
We're not supposed to be doing what we're doing with our.
They're jumping on the bed.
Pran Funkels Naughty Men episode.
There's broccoli involved.
Oh, you naughty man. Oh.
They're not supposed to be doing what they're doing.
Oh, you men.
Yeah. Oh, you men. All right, well.
That number, though, it's
Vlad Dracula is invalid. Vlad.
That's a great number. I hope that people continue to fuck with them too, because oh my God.
I mean, there's always the that Georgia hotel. You want to actually dial into a room where people answer. It's like there's about a 99% chance some unscrupulous activities are taking place.
What about and nothing will ever beat the time that you and Cody Cody knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's already laughing.
I do too, yeah. The guy that he's scared the shit out of.
Sir, please is probably
it's been discussed. You need to
at length, yeah.
Do you or do you not have the mini DV cassette?
I do have it, and I do have a player. I've got all the stuff to do it. We just have to get together and do it. And
you have a digital video cassette player.
Correct. I do.
Which sounds like a really old thing.
It's a very expensive, rare old thing to have. And I'm in the process of moving So, but yeah.
Moving like, say,
my bowels.
Mr. Randall Quaid. And
yeah. Well, not so racy, but
and
kinda.
Dick Pryor.
Yeah. Dick Pryor is not involved.
Where was the Pryor Dick?
God rest his soul.
Whose was the Pryor Dick?
I wish that Randy Quaid would have died before Richard Pryor. Just to say that fucking.
Well, if ifs and nuts was candy and butts, we'd all have Richard Pryors.
I've been shitting in this one hand.
I've been thinking about another's.
Now I drink a 2-liter Mountain D.
Looking at my hand, and we should shit.
I shit in this one hand so much. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, good night, guys, and that was fun.
It was a good show, and it's the first show I've been on all the way through since.
Me too.
Oh, geez, I don't know. It's seriously been years. I think
like Farfanugan was a thing the last time I was on the Pran Funkels call show. So.
All right.
Thank you for having me on, guys.
I don't know if it's been years. Maybe
it's been a couple of weeks
since I was on a show all the way through.
Not that it mattered. Well, for me, he's
or him. Okay, for you, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, does anything matter really? I mean, you know.
Well, things that have mass.
You know what?
Wow, that's just like your opinion, man.
Well,
all right, I'm getting out of here. I'm
you know what matters to me is John Pankow's hair in 1988. That's the kind of hair I want. The 5 head. It's not a 4 head. It's a 5 head. Yeah, it's like
pinstriped and greased up for the occasion.
Yeah.
With Olivia Newton-John Travolta. Which is the thing, by the way. How do I keep getting echo?
Well, Carl.
I think he's right. I think he's right. I need a little echo.
All right, folks. That's the show, I believe.
Carl's got some Gwenkin goblins.
I'll see you later. I'm waving from over here. Bye.
All right. That's all we got, folks.
Mandel.
That's the show.
Mike, love you a lot.
Yeah, Mike, get better soon. Justin just signed off, and the rest of y'all out there, from all of us, from Justin and myself.
Oh, Kira.
Kira, yes. What about Kira? Did you have something to say?
Kira is working behind the scenes on the show.
It has a ton of new stuff.
And is also in a situation not too different than Mike's at times.
Well, she's not sick, right?
No, but work situation.
Right. It's preventing her from being on the show, so.
Yes, but hopefully that will change soon.
Yeah. For those of you just who tuned in later in the show, we lost Mike. Mike has got sick. I'm not feeling good. Justin and I have both been sick. We didn't do a show last night because we were both sick. Tonight I felt a little better, so I decided to stay on here tonight. And my throat is still fucked. But Mike got sick. Mike got sick during the show, so had to leave. So we got Justin on because Justin was in touch with us. So.
And
if you don't know who Justin is, listen to the shows from 2014 and 15. So, and maybe some for 16. I don't know if he was still on at that point. But anyway, what did you say, Cody?
Oh, who are these people who don't know who Justin is?
Oh, just some dumbasses who haven't been listening for almost 6 years. So, I'm just kidding. You're not dumbasses. We love you a lot.
Well,
we like to
love you a lot.
We'd like to fancy you from everybody. You got anything else to say before we go signing off? We go to signing off.
Yeah, we hope to have an episode next week that has everyone from the show on it at the same time.
That'd be good. I hope. That'd be good. And we'll definitely have a game night. Justin and I will have a game night on Friday night. we're coming to the close of fall. I believe the first day of winter is it's like the 21st. Is it the 21st? Which means this coming the 20th is like the last day I have to finish summer of 100 levels before the fall ends. But I mean, I can tell you I'm not going to beat 12 levels. I've got 12 levels to go, so I'm not going to do that in one show. So what I'll probably do is I might have some bonus shows this week since we're getting around Christmas anyway. So do some bonus. We'll definitely have at least a bonus show during the week next week, but maybe one this week too. Who knows? Maybe on a Wednesday night or something like that, or a Thursday night, or just just be looking out. You'll get a little thing. You'll get a little notification saying game night is live. Pran Funkels is live with game night or something, and it may just be me playing some Wrecking Crew. Just trying to get through. I'm on level 89, so and I've got 89 through 100 left to go, and then I'm done, and then we can all celebrate.
Love you a lot.
We love you a lot, and we like.
It's been a weird episode, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is going to sound like when I listen back to it, but right now, I'm not sure how to feel about it.
Well, you can feel good. You can rest assured knowing that we did the best that we could. And we love y'all.
We're the best.
Around. All right.
I want to fancy you.
Jacoby's Bunghole's here. I don't know if we said hi to him. So thanks for tuning in. Said,
love you a lot. Thanks for donating.
Yeah, if you're a donator, that's awesome, and we love you that much more. And if you don't donate, we still love you a lot, but not as much as those people who donate. But if you don't donate, I'm kidding. We like you too. So all that money goes straight back into the show. Cody got a $6 jack for so he can use his headset, which was paid for by donations.
Thank you.
On his phone, so he can use that headset on his phone now. So and then I've got an upgrade coming for my video feed for game night soon. So that's all with your donations. Thanks a lot.
Love you a lot.
We love you a lot, and we like to fancy you. And from all of us here at Pran Funkels, good night. See you, bye.